Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill here at Cedar Creek Marina. I'm Joe Hunk. Let's start off with the Tennessee Highway Safety Office High School State Championship update because there are only two games going on today over in Chattanooga. The 3A State Championship is over with. Alcoa defeated East Nashville today 42-20. Now coming up at 6 o'clock, West and Page go at it in the 5A State Championship. The final injury report is out, and there's only one person that is listed as questionable for the Titans, and that is wide receiver Traylon Burks. Now, as far as the Colts are concerned, Juju Brents is officially out, and obviously so is Jonathan Taylor. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition. It is Trash Talk Friday. If you want in, we want to hear from you. Wide open today. 615-737-1045. Whatever you want to get into. Titans, Colts. You want to get into some of these conference championship games, you can. Any of that, 615-737-1045. It's also Friday. We've been going through the transfer portal real quick, and there's a lot going on in there, man. There's a party in the portal.
It's crowded, man.
Boy, and we were just looking at quarterbacks because here's the thing. Story just came down before I introduced Ron Slade. Michigan State's quarterback room is in the portal. All three of them.
No, wait, hold on. The entire room.
The entire room.
So if they walk in there.
Hey, that's brotherhood, man.
It's the off season. You walk in there and see who watching film. Nobody's in there.
Nobody's in there. It's Timble. What do you call it? Timberweed?
Yeah,
Tumbleweed. This is how we're starting the show. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building.
Tumbleweed.
It's
Damn it.
tumbleweed. Hey, I'm in the. It's time for the show. Boop, doop, doop, doop.
3 Michigan State quarterbacks in there. 2 Vanderbilt quarterbacks in there.
That's
Ken Seals and A.J. Swan. I see you looking at me, Swan.
I see you.
Swan and Seals went in. It sounds like a law firm. Swan and Seals. Or a private investigator team. You know, like a 70s detective show.
Probably
Swan and Seals. They'll get the correct. No, they went in while you were SEC networking.
Oh, okay. They just snuck in there.
Vanderbilt's got like 6 players in the.
Is it a door or somebody you got to let know? You just walk in.
My view of it, and Mickey and I used to talk about this, is that like it's a room kind of like this. It's like got lights and strobe lights and like disco ball, and everybody's just partying, man.
Yeah,
it's a party in the portal.
So when somebody come and get you, they come over to the DJ come over to PA and be like,
Ken Seals report to Duke. Ken Seals report
I got
to
one
Duke.
more drink. Wait.
Uyunglele from Oregon State, he's in it again.
Yes, he is.
Clemson, Oregon State. They won a bunch of games. They just ran up against it at the end. I mean, they had to play Washington and then at Oregon at the end.
When they were hot and really playing with them.
Yeah. Which leads us to Washington and Oregon coming up tonight. We'll spend some time on that game. I'm looking forward to it. 9.5 points. Some places have it at 10. Oregon favored by 10. But the thing about it is that Michael Penix Jr., if you look at his first 6 compared to his next 6, way off.
Really?
So a lot of people are wondering if he's hurt and dealing with that. I'll get into it in a little bit.
Okay.
There's some numbers involved there, but that game coming up tonight, that is what I will watch. I will immediately get into – like this is the kind of day, man, you go home from work, you get into bed, you turn on college football.
Yeah.
You fall asleep when you fall asleep.
That's it.
And that's what's going to happen tonight. Coming up today, we have one guest, Keith Bullock. Big Bully coming up at 4:20. Outside of that is you guys. So
wide open.
Dawn Davenport is in Arlington, Texas, in advance of the Big 12 championship game. She's not on the sideline. Well, she'll be on the sideline, but not reporting from the sideline. She will be hosting the Dr. Pepper Challenge.
That'll be fun for basketball.
Where the people throw the football through the hole, you know?
There's like 2 of them, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told Dawn she needs to demonstrate first.
Yes, please.
Right?
Yep.
We need to see Dawn throw a football into the hole on national television.
Right? That'll be hilarious.
By the way, I don't know what to do with that game either, Texas and Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
We'll get into that one a little bit later.
Oh.
Texas is favored by 15. But here's why I don't know what to do with it. Oklahoma State beat number 23 Kansas and number 9 Oklahoma this year.
Yep.
But they also lost 33-7 to South Alabama, and they lost 45-3 to Central Florida. I do not know what to do with that team.
This is Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State.
And they don't have a quarterback. No.
Yeah, it's just okay. They go through the running back,
Okay.
though. Their running back is awesome, Ollie Gordon. 1,580 yards, 6.4 yards per
I got
carry.
an announcement real quick.
Oh, you got an announcement?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Zeph.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one person has entered the transfer portal from 471 to 472 now.
472 football players in the portal?
Yes, somebody just went in while we were sitting there.
Well, and so the news is
That's
these guys are saying they will go in.
Yeah,
you can't officially go in until
there
December
you go.
4th, so let's
There
make
you go.
that clear. How many quarterbacks are in?
43, and I didn't see Swan, so it could be 44. I didn't see his name on
Swan's in there.
it. So
40
43 then. Unless one of those new ones was a quarterback.
I always think of Billy Madison when you say his name. Like, I see you looking at me, Swan.
Swan. It's a Swan.
43 quarterbacks.
Yeah, just like a light 43.
In the day I didn't even have it yet.
Yeah. Like, wow.
Well, I'm telling you, if you want in, get in.
One is withdrawn. One person.
Oh, who withdrew?
That's a good question. I don't know how to see who withdrew. But
was it that guy named Doobie? That was a hell of a name. Doobie's in there.
He's in the corner in there.
Yeah, he's in the corner in the portal.
Yep.
He's in the dark. You just see the soft glow.
It's this is all credit to on 3 too. Well, we're checking this on transfer portal out. Plenty of wide receivers. It's a plethora of everything. You know? I don't know what you do.
Nice use of the word plethora. Broadcasting live out at the marina, Cedar Creek Marina, Scoreboard Bar and Grill, the new location at Cedar Creek Marina. And we're out here. And I know the weather is not optimal for a lake day, but the way that they do it here, it means that we'll have a really good time. Like they've got these plastic walls up where we are. So we can still see the water and the boats and all those things, but we're inside. So we'll be here until 6 o'clock, and we're giving things away. Hunk, do you know what we're giving away today? Do you have any idea? Yes. Okay, good. You're our giveaway guy.
You're the give it away guy.
We're giving away a party.
All right, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Giving away a party.
We're giving away a party. This is what we're doing. We're giving away a VIP giveaway to the Whiskey Bent Saloon.
Oh.
And what you're going to get, it's going to be a loft party. For 12 people, you get 2 drinks a person, and you get light hors d'oeuvres, and obviously you must be 21 and up.
All right, so how do the good people need to take advantage of this opportunity?
They come down and, well, I'm going to say see Eki, but he's going to be gone here in a minute. See the zone table that we have here. We have a QR code that you just sign up on the QR code, and we're going to name the winner at 5:45.
All right. So see Griffin. Griffin's over there. You didn't even mention Griffin.
Mainly because I forgot Griff's name.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say complete lack of respect.
Dude, I was trying to go through it without,
Hunk of Pillars that's down here, man.
Yeah, I did.
Pillow?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Pillow.
Uh-oh. Are we changing the name?
No, we're going to keep on Hunk. I think all the people like Hunk. Kind of like Cheers.
Yeah, Hunk kind of works. And plus, Zach Pillar would probably get a bunch of text messages over there, neighbors at McEwen. Yep. What up, Zach? Eggy Bob is here, though. Eggy Bob was dying to tell us about his next broadcast opportunity.
How was he letting us know you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And standing like 2 feet away from him going, yeah.
And so Slave finally goes, what, Bob?
Like, Bob, what you trying to tell us? Just talk to us, man.
It was almost like, you remember Lassie? Like, I felt like somebody fell down the well or something. And Bob was just trying to let us know.
Oh, dog. So,
how did that spark a story?
This is
Squirrel.
Because, listen, when I get to
it's going to be that kind of show today. I'm telling you, man.
I get to scrolling on social media, dog. I came across, I loved animals. Like, I was going to send y'all something about a whale last night, a blue whale.
I really hated that you were here when the Super Pig story came out, that they were invaded in the United States. And you weren't there.
Yeah, I know. I was listening to it.
And then did you see Dawn's reaction when I brought it up to you? Because I wanted to bring it up to you.
I know it. She was like, no, not again. She knew I was going to feed into it. But this is the thing. So when I get to scrolling on social media, man, I love the animals, like mammals, all of it. So
you just watch videos of animals?
Oh, what?
Like killing each other or what? Or doing funny things in the woods?
It does funny things. But this one was a small one. So it was an elk. This elk was humongous.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're huge.
So he ran to the street. The elk ran to the street.
Because what else do you do?
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get where you're going quick.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the street.
Yeah, I'll go turn left at Market Street or whatever it is.
So he gets to the street.
Get to another part of the woods.
Right, but he's not harming no cars. So he's just out there just trying to get the car's attention, putting his antlers down. Everybody's zooming past. So it's one car that stops. The elk walks up to the passenger side of the car. Like, this is, I'm telling you, it's
please tell me they didn't have their window down.
They had their window down. The elk stuck his nose in the passenger seat, passenger window, and the person that was right there pet the elk, and the elk was like, "Cool," you know what I mean? And the elk backed up and let out a screech, like a little noise, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like the move, but it was like like help. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was really saying, help. So the person pulled over, got out the car.
That's what made you think of Bob.
Yes.
Yeah, off my Bob story. Yeah, okay.
This is where I got you.
The elk needed help.
He jumped out the car, and the elk was like, follow me. And he followed the elk, and guess what? He had 3 of his homeboys up there in the mud stuck.
No!
I'm not lying. So
the elk went and got a person.
The elk went and got a person.
He went and got help.
He got help.
The elk got help.
Boom!
That's crazy.
Dude, wow. And then, check this out. When they pulled the last elk out, guess what the elk did? None of the elks ran off. When he got out.
The non-stuck in mud elk, the one that got help, what did he do?
Yeah, the one that went. We got what he did.
What did he do?
Ah!
You sound like a pterodactyl.
That's what he was saying. He's like, thank you.
That was thank you.
Yeah, he didn't run up like it was like, my boys, everybody back. And it was like, all right, cool. That's my elk story.
Can you imagine if Davenport was here?
You should have seen me last night watching it.
You watch it over and over and over.
I was up to like 2 in the morning looking for more elks. It's that time of year.
So my aunt and uncle live in, my uncle passed away. My aunt now lives in rest in peace.
It's not funny.
I mean, that's not part of the story. But
it's not funny.
It's definitely not funny.
Like you laughing at it.
It's going to be a weird show, man. My aunt lives in Highlands Ranch. So the reason why I said aunt and uncle, when they originally moved out there, it was almost like people that are from here understand that Cool Springs used to be a farm. Yeah. And there used to be like a silo out there, and there was nothing else really. And so that's kind of how their neighborhood was. They were like the first ones. It's just outside Denver, sorry. So, I mean, like from Franklin to Denver, basically. So Highlands Ranch. So we'd be sitting on their porch. I go visit them. We'd sit on the porch. There go elk just running by. It's fascinating.
And they're huge.
Huge. Yeah. Huge, I tell you. Now, you want something big, go up there with Fishbone. Jeff Fisher in his place in Montana.
Yes, it is different.
Go see a moose.
That's why I heard they're humongous too.
Oh,
they're bigger than the elks, huh?
Listen, they're bigger. I can't even tell you how big they are. Yeah. They're as big as that houseboat. They will wreck your car too.
What?
He ain't just gonna stick his head in the passenger thing. He's gonna like walk on top of it and crush you.
Oh no, you don't play with no moose then. Mm-mm. Where's Bullwinkle?
I don't know, but super pigs and moose and elk. Yeah. That's where we are. All right, when we come back, we'll dive into some of these championship games. You want to talk some college football?
Yeah.
We are here. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. 615-737-1045.
Maryland Farms.
I'll tell you this, man. Y'all need a little Maryland Farms and wine and spirits in your life, that's for sure. There's so much going on in your life. I know that. And you need to unwind a little bit in some cases. And speaking of cases, Maryland Farm Wine and Spirits has cases of almost everything. And they've got an incredible selection of wine, beer, craft beer, cigars, bourbon, tequila. They got everything you need. And if you need a place where you can pop in and pop out real quick, they can definitely afford you that opportunity over there in Maryland Farms. They are in the Public Shopping Center right there off Old Hickory Boulevard. Easy to get in and out. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. MarylandFarmsWS.com is the website. It is gift-giving season, so don't get left empty-handed. And here's my suggestion. Go ahead and stock up, number one, for you, because you never know when people are going to pop in for a little get-together, a party, or something like that. But also, like, you need gift just sitting there. Like, you need, like, a whole big selection of gifts because people pop up that you forgot about, and you're like, oh, I can give this bottle of wine to them. And you've got it right there in your place. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, gift giving and get together season. Don't show up empty-handed. These guys can help you out. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. Closed on Sundays. Delivery through the Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits app. They have curbside pickup there as well. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, locally owned, serving Brentwood and Middle Tennessee for more than 18 years. MarylandFarmsWS.com.
So this is a small bird, too, for someone
right.
that's never seen a bob white before. It's this little round softball.
That's right. Yeah, they're not much bigger than my fist. They've got little legs, but they're a ground nesting, ground dwelling bird. If they never have to fly in their life, they wouldn't. Right? They just do that to get away from hawks and owls for the most part, or hunters. What they need is largely herbaceous plant communities. Right? So they need wildflowers. They need a small proportion of grasses. I don't need vast grasslands, right? I need stuff that most people would call weeds. Those are providing good brood cover, good nesting cover, a lot of insects, right? That's what chicks need to develop early.
Bridgestone Firestone is a quail focus or focal area. So tell us a little bit why.
Yeah, it's largely because there are very few places that have wild quail in the state of Tennessee anymore. And there's dozens of different factors that lead into that, right? Everybody wants to jump right to predators, but it's a habitat issue, right? It's a landscape change, whether we're talking about development or whether we're talking about fire not being on the landscape anymore, or fields and young forests progressing into closed canopy forest, right? So the farm, just by nature of it being an open landscape that's been maintained that way, has held on to some birds. And compared to most other places in the state, we're one of the very few. On top of that, the potential for growing that population, it's higher here than just about anywhere else.
I think we need a portal report like all the time.
All righty.
Portal news.
Here we go.
Let's go over to the portal desk. Ron Slay is there.
What do we have coming in right here? Coming in hot in the portal. Hey!
You got a new member?
We got a new member in the portal, 473, number 473. Go back there to the back, get your ticket, and get a drink.
Does he wear like one of those white, like safety pin, one of those
Yes,
white, like a marathon?
That's
yeah.
it. We got, because that's, how else would we know?
Right. It's like,
You got a tag coming in.
number 473, please report
Yeah,
to the planes. You are going to Auburn.
It's happening so quick.
Yeah.
Oh, is this? No. I don't know. See, the thing I hate is I don't know who it is that's coming in new. Who's the top rated?
Yeah, top rated.
You want
Let's go top rated
top
in
rated
the portal.
overall in the portal?
Cam Ward.
No.
What?
No, that's the quarterback, I think.
Okay.
Is it? No, that's right.
Yeah,
Cam Ward. Yeah.
Washington State quarterback.
NIL value is $629,000.
He's got reportedly he's got 10 offers of $1 million to transfer, from which he can choose.
I mean,
I talked to a coach at a Power 5 school.
yeah.
They say he's got more than that, and they say here's what the kids are doing. The kids are calling coaches and going, "Hey man, this guy's willing to give me $1.25 million."
Stop, yo.
No. And here's what's going on. The coaches are so all into it that they're not going to turn each other in at all.
Dog, I can't even I can't fathom coaching in this climate. Like it's no,
It's definitely not a veteran coach game.
No,
You got to surround yourself with young people,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, and I can't even answer the phone. Y'all got that. I'm gonna let my staff handle it. Just bring me the best one, y'all.
Because some of these ideas that I keep hearing from people are like mid-major school, for example, like UT Martin.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this isn't a school that I heard that's doing this. That's why I chose them. But that's Ty Simpson's dad, right?
Right.
Like Jason, I think
Right.
is his name. Great coach.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're, I don't know. Let's say you're Lambeth because they don't play
Right.
football anymore. Just out of example.
Let's
You
say-
go to the
let's say-
Memphis coach and you go, hey, man, we'll be your feeder school.
Right.
So, like, you guys got a guy that you want but you don't think is right necessarily, or you don't have the numbers now and you need to place him for a year or two and watch him develop and stuff, we'll do that.
Right.
And then we'll gladly send him to you if he's good enough.
So instead of
I
going
think
the
some of
JUCO
that,
route
I
and
think
stuff,
yes.
Yep.
And so that's what I
Let us
said.
build
I
us
said
up.
so like in the 80s and 90s when Tennessee would place guys at Northeast Oklahoma, for
Yep.
example. Billy Williams was
Yep.
a wide receiver back in the day that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned out to be a really good player for them. But that's what I said. And so, yeah, I think that's going on. Just like junior college guys. And so I think some of like those younger mid-major guys
Yep.
are trying to figure out how to survive in this world and beat the teams that they have to play. And they can do it with kids that are Power 5 kids but
Right.
can't quite get there yet because of all this transferring.
it's crazy.
Does that make sense?
It does. And I was going to compare it to it. It coincides with what basketball has been doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
exactly
send the guys
right.
to prep school, paying
Yep.
for them to go to prep school, give them a year, let
Yep.
them develop, then bring them in, and then they still can reassert them. Like, that's why I never thought we'd see this. Never.
What about running backs? You got any running backs in
I
there?
could hold on. Let me run to the back.
Or let's go wide receiver.
Okay.
Because
Top wide receiver.
Selfishly, I'm looking at this from a Tennessee perspective, and I don't think they're going transfer portal running back because I think Cam Seldon's going to be a stud.
Okay. Well, this one right here is.
And Jalen Wright theoretically is back next year, right?
Yes. Should be.
Yeah.
Chris Mitchell
Yeah. Chris Mitchell,
from FIU.
former 4-star player,
Yep.
NIL value of $482K.
Something like.
This is on3.com.
Yep.
He's from Florida International. Boy, there are a lot of receivers.
Is there anybody with size?
There's a 4-star. There's a
That's
4-star.
crazy. Washington State. This is crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep monitoring that.
Yep. Y'all stay tuned.
East Nashville fell short today.
I know, man. They were going up against the juggernaut.
Juggernaut, and they turned the ball over a couple times early, got behind 14-0. Can't do that.
Nah, you can't, man. Shout out to my guy, Lil Damien, though, man. Super proud of you.
Yep.
Man, you starting something great, man. And I listen. One thing
Hey,
about
that's a third game in a row, third
Yes.
state championship game in a row for them.
that's all right, dog.
They just
I'm
keep
with
running into the same thing.
you. That's the problem.
And Alcoa has won 9 in a row now.
Yep. They don't. That like And that you talk about what's going on in
Alcoa
college ranks. That's the
Alcoa
same thing
can't
Alcoa doing up there in high school.
Yeah.
Like the middle schools feed right into it. This is the same. That is amazing what they got going.
They almost treat it like a private school.
Yes.
Like private school. Private schools have an advantage because they can start running their high school system
in middle
the
school,
5th grade
yeah,
and
exactly
6th
right.
grade. So
exactly
by the
right.
time the kids get to high school, they know that system in and out.
And that's what's going on at Alcoa.
And so sometimes, like, even if you don't have the talent that your opponent has,
still know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it becomes what a lot of coaches say. All we got to do is worry about us and execute.
Do what we do best.
Yep. So, but congrats on that run.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know the kids are sad and all those things, but they'll look back on that.
I'll be back.
Especially that senior class. I haven't been to 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's hard to do, man. Speaking of transfer portal, even kickers getting involved.
Who's in there?
Mike Uva says South Carolina kicker Mitch Jeter will enter the portal.
Okay.
Over the last 2 seasons, he's 23 of 25. Anybody need a kicker?
Heck yeah. You can definitely use him. All right, as much as it is it's problems, there's getting your offense and this portal going on, one thing you got a reliable kicker, you'll be solid. Be solid.
615-737-1045.
Did you say the injury
3HL1045. What's that?
You did the injury report?
I have not yet. Would you like to do it?
I want to do it.
All right, let me
Did I do it? You want me to do it?
You can do it if you want to.
I'll do it. All right, this is a long one, so buckle up.
And then Brad and Franklin, hang on, we'll come to you.
We're coming to you, Brad. Now,
it's long, but is it
the Tennessee Titans injury report? Let's start with this one.
Oh, never mind. Brad hung up.
Oh, Brad, come on, dude. Traylon Burks.
Yeah.
After 2 full days of full participation, questionable. And, ladies and gentlemen, that's it.
That's it.
That's
One player
all.
listed as questionable.
Traylon Burks.
All right, you want to go through full participant Ryan Tannehill 2 days in a row,
Mm-hmm.
full DeAndre Hopkins after resting, full Denico Autry after resting, full Derrick Henry after resting, full participant all 3 days. I don't know why he's on here. Terrell Edmonds with the shoulder. Full participant the last 2 days, Will Levis with that ankle. Tough, man, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Full participant Daniel Brunskill. That's good news with the knee. I mean, I say good news like he's an all-pro player or something, but, I mean.
He is with this line.
I mean, he's out there because he's better than the guy behind him.
So that's all you got to be sometimes.
You want to see number 2? Limited today. Only 3 players limited.
Hey.
Slay Dog. Luke Gifford, the linebacker that most people haven't heard of.
Okay.
Aaron Brewer with the shoulder limited.
Brew, he'll be out there. Scared
You don't
of that
think he's going to have to snap left-handed?
Scared of it.
Maybe
Scared
he
of
should, though. Might work out better.
Where's the long snapper?
Yeah, that could work, too. Limited, Roger McCreary with the foot. We need him out there.
You think anybody else's injury report is as long as the Titans?
I mean, it's long, but it's not awful.
I mean, no,
you know what I mean?
I'm talking about,
like,
now, this is beautiful. I'll take this every day of the week. But the last 2 years that we've been looking at, nobody's could have been as long as the Titans. Like every single – you think the Titans are over-reporting? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean –
full discloser.
Yeah, like, come on. I mean, we ain't got to tell everything, y'all.
Yeah, like somebody's like they mentioned a hand injury and it's like a
Like, look at the Bengals.
it's like a hangnail or
Yeah,
something.
Bengals. Joe Burrow came in there with a little what was that on his wrist?
I don't know, but remember seeing
Splint?
Joe Burrow on the sideline trying to throw the football?
And he couldn't even. Yeah, that was bad.
It looked like a 6-year-old that picked up a football for the first time.
Yep, that was bad.
You knew that. You knew that was bad.
That shows you everybody ain't telling everybody.
Here's the Colts. You want the Colts?
Yes.
Juju Brents, starting cornerback with a quad, out. Jonathan Taylor, we all know about, he's out. Full participants, Isaiah McKenzie, wide receiver. He's been full the last 2 days. Full participants, Ryan Kelly, the center. He's been dealing with a concussion. Drew Ogletree, tight end, has been dealing with a foot. He's been full all week. And then Rawman, the tackle, has been full all week. Braden Smith, tackle, rest today, did not practice. A couple others did not practice. Let's see. DeForest Buckner, rest. We dealt with DeForest Buckner doing this last time Titans played him.
Trickery.
Think that's what it is?
Yep.
He's just chilling?
We'll be out there.
All right. That's it. That's the injury report.
We did have somebody talking about. Real quick, the portal. The Vols need to go in the portal and get a tight end.
Yeah. Maybe 2.
All of them gone. Yeah, maybe 2. And there is one available. Number 1 tight end, Mark Redmond, 6'6", 239 from San Diego State. That'll be 4-star. I like that size.
You need to make a list for Tennessee and just send it up.
And send it up at
them.
home. I got a couple people numbers. You know what?
I know. There are people up there that are in that.
What about screenshot?
That are from here.
Yeah.
Screenshot. Yeah. No, just make a list. Check it twice.
Put it in an envelope.
Yeah.
Lick it with the stamp.
Yeah. Whether they've been naughty or nice. You just move forward. Maybe they can help you.
I like that. I like it a lot.
All right, let's go to Scott, 615-737-1045. Mayor and Slay Dog got you today until 6 o'clock at Cedar Creek Marina, the new Scoreboard location, 615-737-1045. Scott, what up?
Mayor and Slay Dog, how you doing today?
Yo.
Scott?
I have a weird thought that just popped into my head yesterday.
All right.
What prevents the NFL from going to the transfer portal and saying, hey, you have already, you're 21 years old. I think that's the age limit for the NFL. We'll give you $900,000 to come come play for us, and just bypass the draft, bypass the rest of college, and just see what happens.
Yeah, they have to go through the draft process. That's the one
Do
thing.
they? Okay, that was my question.
Yeah. I like the idea, though, because, honestly, the NFL is getting outspent by the NIL.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
For some of these guys. But Cam Ward is an example at quarterback from Washington State. He's thinking about going pro, but he's also going to get in the portal. So, but, yeah, you got to go through the draft process, and you got to be 3 years out of your high school graduation.
Is that what it is? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Have a great
All
weekend.
right.
I appreciate it, Scott.
I mean, the one guy, like, you start to think about, like, who could have gone straight from high school to the NFL. Like, I'm fully convinced, and I've talked to people about this, that Jamal Lewis could have done it.
Yes.
Jamal Lewis was a real man with real shoulder pads.
Man,
Remember him?
them bad boys was wide and sitting up high.
I saw him in the Georgia-Florida All-Star game, and I was like, oh, this guy. I mean, you knew. And then Philip Fulmer just trying to piss me off sometimes. He started Mark Levine instead of Jamal Lewis for the first, 4 games.
Try to make him work for it.
You know Mark Levine, God love him. He's a good dude. I've met him, but he's also 5'9" from Dallas Skyline High School.
He ain't no J. Lou.
So he started against Florida, Mark Levine. So then Jamal Lewis comes in and starts, and I can't remember. I think it was the Ole Miss game, and he went for over 200 yards in his first start. And you're like, okay, I get, pass pro, and everybody's worried about that, but come on, man.
Just give him the ball. Run. Run, J. Lou, run.
I'll tell you another guy, Brock Bowers, right now. How many NFL teams would that guy start for this year, now?
They go get him for
most
the
of them.
Championship game. Yeah, come on with the tightrope surgery and everything. Come on, let's roll, my man. Let's get on in there. Yeah,
he'd start for the Titans this year.
Why wouldn't he?
Over Wiley and Chig.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on.
And he would have had a season.
He's a different guy, though. He's a different animal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally different animal.
Because it's tougher. Like in basketball, different world.
Yep.
Football, you got to be a grown-ass man.
Yeah, it's physicality. That physicality is in it. You can't hide from it. You may be able to get – I don't even know if you can get away with it out there on the boundary. There was some of them corners.
Yeah. But, you're 18 years old and you're going up against, a 32-year-old 7-time Pro Bowl linebacker.
Yeah, 2 kids and, it's
house payments.
Yeah, I'm doing it for a whole different reason than you coming out here at 17, 18 years old, buddy. You coming out here for fun. I'm coming out for bread and meat.
For beer money.
Yeah, I got some stuff to pay off. There's some people to take care of.
FSU quarterback Tate Rodemaker, if you haven't seen this, may be out of the ACC championship game.
So this is tough. Florida State's quarterback, right?
Yeah, against Louisville. He got hammered in the head against Florida, but returned to the game. If you saw that play, I mean, he got nailed.
Let me look at my bets.
And then when they close up, the broadcaster's like, well, it doesn't look as bad when you slow it down. I'm like,
yes,
yeah.
It does.
But he didn't slow it down. It happened in real time, right?
That's what I was going to say. They're doing the play. Hey, slow down real quick. Wait, y'all. Don't hit me hard. Okay. Now go. Boom.
It didn't happen like that.
They should play the John Madden. Boom. John Madden when he got here.
See right here. He goes down. And boom, boom. Yeah. But what's funny about that now is that, he may miss the game because of concussion protocol, but he came back into that game.
Yep. Dangerous. Somebody else did that.
We need better evaluation protocols.
Very much so. Oh, me and Savage was sitting there watching the game. Somebody else did that. It was number 25. I think maybe the running back for South Carolina. Somebody got lit up.
Jay Graham, number 25 at Tennessee.
Yeah, guy. Travis Stevens, too.
Travis
But
Stevens,
this man went over to the sideline, was out one play. When I say he got lit up. He got up and was looking at the sideline for
and
the
he
play.
fell down.
Yeah.
Just
They
dropped down.
They put him on the sideline, put that man back in the game, dog.
I didn't even know that part.
Yes.
I just saw him
That was
faint.
amazing. That was amazing.
Like one of those fainting goats.
That was amazing.
Yeah, he just dropped.
We ought to have one of them on live remotes.
We could do a remote from like like the faint. Well, I don't know that those goats faint.
Who?
Like the goat yoga thing.
Yeah, they ain't gonna fake.
You don't think they faint?
Nah, they gonna be up.
Might faint if they saw one of those elks.
Yeah. Oh no.
Or super pigs.
Yeah. Be scared.
I need an update on that super pig story. How are we holding up there on the border of
functional
against Canada? They're coming from Canada.
Doing great.
Don was going to send Traylon Burks up there, and then suddenly he practiced.
Yeah, he was like,
no.
He was like, "Is this what it's come to? I'm out. You know what I mean? Not due to anything that I can control, and y'all gonna send me to fight the Super Pigs? No."
Pac-12 championship coming up tonight. Oregon and Washington. We'll break it down next. 3HL 1045 the zone. If you want in, we'll go with you. 615-737-1045. Everything's changing fast these days, and that's a great thing. Back in the day, we were lucky if we could get one video to load on our desktop computer, but now there's the Xfinity 10G network. That means the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out all the time, and internet that can power a house full of devices at once with ultra-low lag. So while one person streams a movie from their room, another can play video games in the basement while another TikTok's in the kitchen. It's the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. The future starts now, and now through December 21st, new customers can get 75 megabit internet on the next generation Xfinity 10G network for just $20 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit the store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees are extra after the promotion. Regular rates apply to internet service. Actual speeds vary.
Life is busy. We could all use some extra time in our day, which is exactly why Two Rivers Ford offers mobile service. We'll bring the service to your driveway at no additional charge. Oil changes, brakes, batteries, the certified technicians at Two Rivers will perform basic maintenance on your vehicle wherever you are, so you'll have more time for moments like this. Schedule your mobile service appointment by scanning the QR code or calling Two Rivers Ford today.
Yeah.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from the new Scoreboard location at Cedar Creek Marina. Love coming out here.
Yes.
In Mount Juliet. What do you think it is? About 20 minutes off the interstate? Something like that?
Yeah.
But then you're just out here. Like, you feel like you're alone and, like, your problems can't get to you.
Not yet. It's a hideaway.
Yeah.
Most definitely a little hideaway. Anytime you – like, I used to like to come out here just sit out there in the parking lot or get on out here on the dock. So, yeah.
You literally can sit in any parking lot.
Yeah, but this parking lot different. It's water right here. It's noise.
People walking by.
Yeah, like it's all kinds of stuff. Arlo. You can't get Arlo anywhere. Arlo only walking around out here.
Arlo is they call him the mayor out here. It's funny how everybody has that mayor.
Everybody's a mayor.
But, yeah, he's I think he's like the general manager or something out here. But
Arlo is Arlo.
He's always walking around
That's
with a
the title.
styrofoam cup, and there's tea in there. I don't know if it's sweet tea or non-sweet. I haven't asked him unsweet tea because I don't want to think ill will of him.
Lord knows.
Because if it's unsweet tea, then I'm going to think ill of him.
Oh, he better not be out there. Boy,
You're in
knock
the
that cup out
South
his
now,
hand.
man.
I knock that cup out his
Actually,
hand.
yeah, he grew up here, so I'm
Knock that
guessing it
cup
was
out his hand.
sweet tea. Knock the cup out of his hand.
Yeah.
What are you going to eat today? I'm hungry, man.
I think I'm going to go chicken tender salad.
With sauce on it?
Yeah, honey mustard and barbecue. Light barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pizza's good out here, too.
Now, pizza phenomenal.
You can get it with cauliflower crust.
Dude, man, my thing is, man, I've been eating bad at night, so I gained my weight. I gained something. Nah, I gained my weight. I ain't 300 again. I gained some weight outside of the realm that I wanted to be.
Right, but it's I mean, anyone could understand.
Yeah.
But
I
like
wanna
your
understand.
SEC Network stuff, you get done. You were telling me earlier, and
Yeah.
I totally get it from having done like football games and stuff. You get out of there. It's not like restaurants are open.
Nothing's
you can get a
open.
salad.
And then COVID messed it all up. Like you used to be able to go into a restaurant 11:30, 12 at night, get something to go or something like that. That's over with. If it's after 10, your party is over. You ain't got nothing but fast food. I'm telling you. So I went to Wendy's. I went to Burger King back-to-back nights. This is like
What do you get at Burger King?
I got the first night I got I tried to go.
Whopper?
No, I tried to go simple. I got 10-piece nugget and fry.
Okay.
Substitute the fries for onion rings. Onion rings for the fries.
Don't you have to get a Whopper with cheese if you go to Burger King?
So that's what I said. That's what made me go back the next night. So the next night, since I messed up the first night, I doubled up on the next night. I got a double Whopper with bacon, with cheese, no mayo, no tomato, extra mustard, extra ketchup, extra onions, large onion ring. Knowing I'm not supposed to have it. Then I try to freak it and get a little baby water instead of a drink. Like I was gonna do something.
The Coke, like
it ain't good. Like
how they fit all that into the sandwich, and how'd you fit that into your mouth?
It spills over. Yeah. Like I like all my stuff. I'm a sauce guy, so I like to be able to dip it and all that. But later on that night, by 2 a.m, all of it came up. It was over. I was wondering like why I can't fall asleep, tossing and turning. Man, boy, I went in that bathroom, gave it all up. Earl gave it all up.
You did?
Yeah, it was weird.
Without drinking?
Without one drink, it was crazy. I'm telling you, dog. Like it was amazing.
What'd you get at Wendy's?
Wendy's, I got 2 double stacks, extra mustard, extra ketchup, extra onions, medium fry, and bottled water.
Why medium fry after all that?
Because listen, I try to play a trick in my mind, like dog, don't go large, like don't be overboard.
Yeah,
just get a medium.
It just justifies everything, right?
You know what I mean?
Get the 2 double
stacks. It went against everything. So I'm back on my grizzly right now. You know what I mean? I got my shake. I'm getting my salad. So by next week, I don't really like fast food no more.
I really don't either.
I'm telling you,
stay away from it.
Yeah, but when it's nighttime, ain't nothing open.
Yeah, but do you consider Chick-fil-A fast food?
Nah, it tastes a little bit different. I'm busting that down.
In-N-Out's coming too.
Yep, I only like In-N-Out in Cali.
How do you know?
Don't bring it down here.
How do you know?
Because I know where I had it at.
Pac-12 championship, Oregon and Washington. Oregon a 9.5-point favorite. Last time I looked, I heard it was going up to 10.
That's tonight.
7 o'clock on ABC. Yeah, the over-under 66.5. Check this out. First Pac-12 matchup between 2 top 5 teams since 1976.
Wow.
How about that? Washington 12-0 for the first time since 1991. That was that national championship team with Steve Entman playing defensive line, if you'll remember back then. First matchup, Washington won at home, 36-33. Bo Nix, 33 of 44, 337 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michael Penix Jr., 22 of 37, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. First 6 games, Heisman Trophy frontrunner, the betting favorite for Michael Penix Jr. Last 6 games, he's completing less than 60% of his passes, and he has only 12 touchdown passes in the last 6 games.
Wow.
So people are wondering if he's hurt. And now he's trying to play.
In those games, it looks like somehow he's managing, but they always seem, man, to get the ball back and at the end make something happen.
Right, and then they win.
Yep, every single time.
I've seen some drops from them for sure, and he's started to react to them.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, so he's getting frustrated also. Definitely watching that game tonight. Brad in Franklin wants to talk about it. Brad, what's up?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yo, we're good.
Yeah, sorry about that. My phone dropped earlier. But, I just had a question. So, obviously, Penix, like you just laid out, I mean, if he comes out tonight and has a huge game, Washington wins, does that do anything for him jumping Bo Nix? I mean, maybe not Jaden Daniels, but at least jumping back up there in the question
I think
on the Heisman?
I think it's a great question. I think it's Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels' award to win. Right. I think one of those two guys win. I think if Bo Nix wins tonight and gets his team into the playoff, he's winning the Heisman.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, though, to me, what's he got, 1,200 yards rushing? He's second in the SEC in rushing?
Crazy.
60 touchdowns?
That's crazy, man.
I have a vote. I'm leaning toward Jaden Daniels, man. But I will say this about Bo Nix. And Hunk knows this being an Auburn fan. Right?
Yeah, Iron Bowl fan.
The whole thing about home Bo Nix and away Bo Nix, like road Bo Nix, that's gone.
Yep. He's delivering.
That dude this year, I looked at his away games and added them all up. They're 4-1 because they lost by 3 at Washington in their 5 away games. But in those games, and thank you, Brad, for the call, man. Appreciate you. 78% completion percentage, almost 80% completions on the road. Now, if you haven't watched Bo Nix, a lot of what he does is at the line of scrimmage or just beyond. A lot of these, they call them bubble bow.
Yep.
A lot of these bubble bow screen passes. But almost 80% on the road. 328 yards passing per game, 16 touchdowns, no interceptions
That's
on the
tough.
road.
Taking care of that rock. That's tough. Got a hell of a running game behind him as well.
Right,
too.
and so Jaden Daniels gets hurt because his team's not as good.
And see, that's my problem with it.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to debate in my head.
Yeah.
Like how much of that should matter?
It's one thing when you driving that team.
Yeah, because
you
it
know
usually is best quarterback on best team.
Right.
And that's made the Heisman kind of, anticlimactic
Exactly.
a little bit.
Exactly. So it shouldn't. I agree that it shouldn't be that way. Like I'm all for the best player, regardless. And we know, and it'll be different if you saw it may have been the quarterback's fault or whoever the best player's fault. If it's not their fault, like the reason LSU is not that good, it's not Jaden Daniels. It's far from it. Like he's the reason they are afloat doing anything. Even in any kind of talk.
Their defense is so bad.
Dog, and this is a guy I was down. I was trying to figure out what the hell are y'all talking about, some Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, you ate crow on it.
You know what I'm saying? So
you throw punched yourself one time.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Like that's dude, man.
We'll look at Jaden Daniels' numbers here in a second.
I
need to look at that. Also, the Big 12 championship. How do we figure out Texas and Oklahoma State? That is a 15-point spread. Texas, the favorite, 11 a.m. on Saturday on ABC. More of that talk, college football talk. If you want to talk Titans, Colts, we can do that. It is Trash Talk Friday. If you want anything you want to do, any direction you want to go, we will do it. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay, 615-737-1045.
All right, yes, the year is almost over. We've got the holidays to get through, and maybe you need cash for those holidays, or you're going to put a lot on the credit card, and then you want to end up being debt-free for the new year. Loan Pronto can help you do it. LoanPronto.com. Their Express Equity Line of Credit can get you a whole bunch of money out in as little as 5 days. 20, 30, 50, 70, 80, even $100,000. You can access up to 95% of your home's value, and Loan Pronto can help you turn it into cash. Get the money you need now and still keep your primary mortgage intact. That's the most important thing with interest rates where they are. Your 3% rate is protected. Loan Pronto can do it. Get that cash out you need to pay off credit cards before the new year. Get yourself on solid financial footing before the year ends. LoanPronto.com, 615-499-5780, LoanPronto.com. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Cedar Creek Marina. Let's start off with a check of the TSSAA state championships that are going over in Chattanooga. As 3A state championship wrapped up earlier today, Alcoa defeated East Nashville 42-20. Going on right now is the game between South Pittsburgh and McKenzie. Yes, we actually have a score for the first time as this game is now in the fourth quarter, and McKenzie has scored just a few seconds ago to make it 7-0. All of that is brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. As far as the Titans are concerned, when it comes to the injury report, the only player on the injury report that has a designation is Traylon Burks, and that is questionable. They're still trying to see if he can pass concussion protocol. As for the Colts, you know Jonathan Taylor is out, and so is Juju Brents. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Right, Slay Dog?
That is right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
It looks like a Scooby-Doo episode over here.
It does.
Like Kirby's like, look at the fog rolling in up on top of the water over there. It was really cool. It's gone now.
Oh, we're just missing a mystery fan.
Oh, man.
That'd be a cool one.
Maybe that's like kind of the same vibe as the transfer portal. Like whatever's going on in that mystery van.
That's a matter of fact.
You never really knew, did you?
No, you don't.
It just showed up.
Is it shag carpet in there? Like, what's going on?
I'm sure.
You got to be on.
Yeah, lava lamps, disco ball.
Scooby.
All that's Scooby snacks. Everybody used to joke about that that's really those really like weed brownies.
Yes.
Scooby snacks.
You want to know something?
You got a transfer portal report?
Yes.
Boyne does that much better than me. So much funnier than me.
So it was at 473. It is now at 474, and I can tell who the people are going in.
Who is it?
So to make 473, coming in the back door was Jordan Clark. He was back there by the table getting his.
Oh, yeah, JC.
His number, yeah. From Arizona State, quarterback.
He's a Sun Devil, Jerry.
You feel me? Now, Aran Muhammad Ali from
what?
Middle Tennessee State University.
Wow.
Yeah, for redshirt senior running back. 6'2", 227 from right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's awesome.
Went to Overton.
So that probably will happen because Stock's one of those guys that is beloved, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I started we came back from break. You were gone. I came back from break, and I was like, this was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know y'all talked about this on Monday, but I need to talk about Stock and how much he means to me. And
that's real.
All these things. So I'm just gushing through this thing. And people thought I was eulogizing him, like he was dead or something. I'm like, he's not dead. I just talked to him, man.
That means a lot, though.
Stock,
that's what the guy do.
Stock is the best. And ultimately, like, if you could draw up one coach for your kid to play for, he's the guy. And luckily for me, our kid does.
That's dope.
Or did.
And a great guy. The thing that's tripping me out about the transfer portal.
The Scooby snacks in
there? Aran.
Huh?
I shouldn't try to do that.
What?
Aran is his name. Aran Muhammad Ali.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He has no rating.
Oh, he's just out there.
Yeah, he just walked like.
Can you get rated while you're in the portal?
Jordan Clark did. He didn't have.
You know, like you go to the party and there's like that photo booth over there.
Oh, yeah.
And you put on all the stuff. Or
maybe it's late.
Maybe there's like a little booth over there where you can get rated.
His paperwork ain't went through yet.
Maybe.
Good luck.
I can see it. All right, Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building. Zelf.
Zelf's got stuff to do, man.
Zelf, what are you doing, Zelf?
Boom, boom. Broadcasted live from the brand new Scoreboard Bar and Grill out at Cedar Creek Marina.
That's right.
We'd love to see you out here. And Hunk says you got a chance to win a party at Whiskey Bent Saloon.
Whiskey who?
Bent.
You'll get bent off some whiskey now.
It's a cool place. I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah, so when you come into a Scoreboard at Cedar Creek Marina, come down the stairs, and you'll see over to the left, you'll see Griffin. And there's a QR code over there, so make sure you get involved with the QR code, and you'll have a chance to win. We're going to give that away at the end of the show today.
And do you have an opportunity to beat us? Not today. Not this year.
I don't know. Hey, Griffin, are we beating us on picks?
Hey, what about the picks? We not beating us today? Oh, come. Did he just?
He's bopping too.
He just do like a scoot run, though.
I think he's like bopping like he's embarrassed by himself, right?
Bob, how did you forget?
Also, who won last week?
We was off. Only Kirby was there.
That's right. Well, who won 2 weeks ago?
Who won 2 weeks ago, Bob? Chris Ricketts.
Chris Ricketts. I'm glad that he knows
Crickets
that off the
and
top of his head. Do you
That was
remember
pretty
how
good
many
right there,
Chris
Bob.
Ricketts got correct?
I was like 6. I told you.
By my estimation. he
Yeah,
got 6 right.
and that's all that matters.
How many did Slay and Doherty get right? Slay got 3, and I got 4.
Y'all trying to put me in last, Bob. Y'all ain't getting it high.
No,
ain't getting it
I think you put yourself in last.
I just want to make Bob feel bad.
The previous week, we went 3. You went 3, I went 3.
Yeah,
and
we
so
got
combined,
6.
we tied for the winner.
So this one we beat the winner.
Yeah, that's right.
Me and my boy, and we back at it.
All right. So, yeah, you can beat me and Slay by filling out who's going to win these games. No point spreads involved, just straight-up winners.
Yep.
Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Iowa. Boy, Iowa's going to get hammered.
Man, I took that line down some, though.
How can you have a championship game with a 24-point spread?
A team that's just known to probably get some field goals out of it.
They average 14 points a
Yeah,
game
like, come
and
on,
have
man.
10 wins. They almost have
That's
more
what's-
wins than points
Boy,
per game they
that's-
average on offense.
That's nuts. Big Ten. So overrated.
I watched all that Iowa-Nebraska game, man.
Yeah. What was the over-under?
25.
Yeah. Yep. And I took the over. I think it hit the under.
13-10.
Yep. See? Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself.
There were 2 guys in the crowd that kept showing them, and they had white T-shirts, and in black letters it said punt.
Yeah.
And every time a team punted, they showed those guys, and they were jumping up and down.
Everybody hyped for the punt.
Michigan, Iowa, Louisville, Florida State, Oklahoma State, Texas, Colts at Titans, 49ers at Eagles, Browns at Rams. That's okay. Why would we put that one on
The
there?
Browns at Rams won no other game?
It really is a kind of a bad NFL schedule this weekend.
Yeah. 49ers Eagles going to be good.
That's the only one.
That is. Colts Titans.
Well, I get you. Hey, congrats to our good friend and SEC legend, Joey Kent. He will be officially honored as a member of the 2023 SEC Football Legends class, 2-time first-team All-SEC, second-team All-American, University of Tennessee record holder in receptions, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, 100-yard games, and average yards per catch. Congrats, J.K. That's going to be an awesome weekend for him. 615-737-1045 is the number. Let's go back to the phones. Andrew in Madison next up on 3HL. Andrew, what's up?
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, bro.
So obviously this weekend, I think that Michigan, trolls Iowa.
Yep.
Florida State wins, or I think Oregon can win. And then that brings up the question of, I think Alabama also could win. So say they win and Texas wins. And then you have 2 12-1 teams that are both conference champions. Does Alabama get in, or does Texas get in over Bama because they won?
I would love for that controversy to happen. We talked about it a little bit. Here's the thing, and this is going to be the baseline to whatever discussion you want to have about that scenario. If Alabama beats Georgia, there is no possible way there's not an SEC team in that college football playoff.
Yep.
And Texas is going to be pissed.
Yep. They sure are.
So that's part of my question about the Big 12 championship is how much pressure is Texas feeling to win by a lot?
Right.
They're favored by 15.
Yeah. They got to go put on the show.
Yeah.
And it's going to be weird to watch it play out. And I wonder, does the storyline shift to this is why we need the college football playoff, and they kind of sweep it under the rug and get 2 SEC teams in there by Texas being left out? Because it would make so much more sense.
Well,
I don't think the committee want to deal with nothing like this. This is going to be a firestorm.
Michigan's going to beat Iowa. They're going to be in.
That's one.
If Florida State wins, they're in. They're 12-0.
Even with the quarterback?
Yeah, you can't. I mean.
So to that point, though, hold on, wait. This
I'm
is
not
my
saying
problem.
Should or shouldn't. I'm just saying they will be.
No, I'm telling you, this is my problem with basketball, though. So when we missed the NCAA tournament because John Higgins was ineligible. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So the SEC Player of the Year missed the SEC tournament. We were tied for 4th in the SEC, and we missed the tournament because we lost the first round.
Yep.
Word came back, it was just because John Higgins wasn't there.
I remember that.
You know what I mean? So, like, if it's judged off that.
Imagine if you're on that Florida State team and you go 12-0 with a backup quarterback and you get left out.
Where's that national championship game that we supposed to be at? I'm picking it.
Yeah. So
the whole team.
I think Michigan's in. I think if Florida State beats Louisville, but
Yep.
I don't know. I really don't know how to take that game. I'm not going to bet it. I don't know.
I'm staying away from them too.
I'm not going to do anything with that game. So,
away
but
from
if they win, I think they're in.
Yep.
Oregon, Washington winners in. So that leaves the last spot between Georgia, Alabama, and Texas. If Georgia wins, they're in, obviously. But if Bama beats Georgia, does Georgia still stay in it, even though they just lost?
I'm not putting them out. I can drop them to 4th. They number 1 in the nation.
Yeah.
Like, you can't drop. Like,
and then Bama would have a problem.
Oh, it's a big problem.
We'd be like, we just beat them head to head. What are you talking about?
And guess what?
And then Texas would have a problem because they're 12-1.
And think about how outspoken
if they win.
Saban has been over the last 2 years. This has been a new side of Saban.
Oh, yeah.
You think he would light these airwaves up? Boy.
I mean, he repeatedly says a one-loss SEC team should be in. They're one of the 4 best teams in college football.
And
Going
they
through
are.
that grind of a schedule.
And they are. And they are. I'm going to be real. Like, Alabama is playing.
I mean, without
some of the best
championship
football.
games, I think Alabama and Georgia should both be in, honestly.
I agree.
And maybe Florida State should be out. I don't know. And I, with Dawn, before the season started, projected Florida State in the college football
With Jordan Travis, though.
Right.
I wish they would have been.
Right. Let's go to Cedric in Springfield.
Good point, yo.
Cedric, what's up?
Afternoon.
Yo.
What up, Cedric?
What up?
Balls for life, Big Slate.
Hey, there it is, baby.
So, y'all talking the SEC best defense. My question is, Jaden Daniels should be the Heisman. Look at the defense he faced. Bo Nix faced SEC defense, and he couldn't do nothing. So he go to the Pac-12, where he's looking like a king. So, I'm stuck. Like, I think it's Jaden Daniels.
If I had to, and I have a vote, if I had to vote right now, I would vote Jaden Daniels. For some of the reasons you just said, but also just the video game numbers. And it goes beyond the numbers. Like, I've watched Bo Nix all year. I've watched Jaden Daniels all year. Jaden Daniels, you have to deal with. Like, Bo Nix, he's throwing passes at the line of scrimmage a lot of times, so he's getting a lot of yards from receivers that are making plays. Jaden Daniels, like, everything breaks down, and that guy still has a 60-yard play in it.
Very
you know
true.
what I mean?
Very true.
That's just a different thing, him.
That dude is,
I'm right there with you, Cedric.
What is
at least at this point?
I know this is,
and that's the problem Jaden Daniels has. He's done playing.
Exactly.
Bo Nix gets a national stage tonight with no other games on.
That's it. Him and Liberty.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I bet on it. That's why I said it. Need Liberty come through tonight. In New Mexico State.
Jerry Kittle.
What does it do for Jaden? Yeah, I was nervous about that. But what does it do for Jaden Daniels' stock as far as – because it very well couldn't translate to the NFL.
Well, I mean, he did advance past the one-read stuff. Like the stuff we were talking about in the offseason, he advanced into really looking down the field.
And being able to place that ball in spots. Yeah,
and his running ability next level.
I don't think I've been more impressed by anybody over the last 5 years that I was so out on. You know what I'm saying?
They turned it around in his last year.
Dude, like I saw that man in person, man. I was not impressed. I knew he could run, but the passing and that one read stuff, I was like, it's no way. He had 2 1,000-yard receivers.
Yep, 2.
And
he was a 1,000-yard rusher.
And what?
He was.
That man, I'm going to be all right, Jaden Daniels, if you don't get the Heisman, I'm hot at everybody. I ain't coming to work. You don't get the Heisman. Taking it out on work.
So if I don't vote for him?
Yeah, I ain't coming. I'll come the day after, but I ain't coming the day that he don't get voted. Y'all hear that, bosses? No.
Bosses?
Yeah,
multiple.
Like they kill it. Well, we'll just write you off this. Well, mark him off then. What is it? Yeah. This guy.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any internet. I forgot. I was going to look up Daniel's stats, but I can't.
Oh,
so
I can.
Maybe Hunt can. All right, when we come back, Big Bully going to talk about this Titans-Colts game. He played in a few of these. What does this mean to him? Also, the legend of the game, the hitman, Blaine Bishop. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
And, boy, that's
I don't
appropriate,
know what he
too.
going to say, boy.
That is appropriate, too, that Blaine, the legend of the game for the Colts,
Colts
at home. Love that as well. All right, more 3HL next, 104.5 The Zone.
It's cold out there. Don't let your old windows affect your heating bill. Maybe you need new windows. Well, guess what? They're affordable with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They've got a deal going on right now. All you have to do is go online and schedule your free consultation, pellanashville.com, and you can get 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. Can't beat that, pellanashville.com. And I want to tell you this about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I have their windows and doors. I love them. And so do Nashville homeowners, because they were voted #1 for highest quality and craftsmanship based on a 2022 survey of leading brands among homeowners. Also rated #1 by Nashville homeowners for highest quality, for a brand that stands behind their products, and I could go on and on. So get your new replacement windows from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, pellanashville.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you, broadcasting live from the new Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Cedar Creek Marina. I know it's not a prototypical lake day, but we have a good time. They got the walls up and everything. They still got drinks and great food here.
Mm-hmm.
So we are here. Here's the other thing that Scoreboard guys are giving away.
What's that?
A loft party for 12, where you'll get 2 drinks per person, light hors d'oeuvres. You must be 21 and up. But that's what they are giving away. And you can simply find Griffin over here at the table. So you come into Scoreboard at Cedar Creek Marina, come down the stairs. Griffin is on your left. He's got a QR code for you, and that's how you register.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What up, Griff? Nothing much.
So Blaine and Mickey were searching for advice on what Blaine should say at Nissan Stadium as the Titans legend of the game this weekend. This guy did it. Keith Bullock. Big Bully joins us, as he does every Friday. Bully, what's up? How are you?
Oh, man, just trying to get onto this server. This new Call of Duty got me logged out.
Bully just got his feet kicked up on a little day like this, in other
Yeah,
words.
I'm chilling, man. It's cold, man. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to make super stew tonight. You know what I mean?
All right, well, I'll tell you one thing.
We're all faced with big decisions.
Look good on social media, boy. When you be chopping up the little veggies and everything. I said, man, my boy, he know he can sit a little bowl on the porch for his dog. I slide through.
Hey, you sound like Eddie. I'm gonna have to hook y'all up one day, man. Y'all right around the corner. Oh, all 3? Yeah, I can hook y'all up. I'll make it happen.
I love it. So, what advice would you give for to Blaine Bishop in terms of what he should say to the crowd Sunday?
Oh man, Blaine is the hitman. He got to do what the hitman do. I didn't have a script. I just went for mine. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of transformed into Mr. Monday Night, talked a little junk. The team was up, so it was easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully the Titans are playing well when he has to go out there. They 4 for 4 at home, 4-0 at home. So hopefully they'll be good to the hitman.
That was what I was telling Zelf and the producer, man. I'm like, dog, you can't. It ain't nothing you can script to say. It's in the moment. It's who you are. Like, I can't tell you what to say. It might not fit you. It's like ghostwriting.
Yeah, exactly, man. You just gotta go out there and feel it. But it was cool, man. He gonna love it, man. Blaine was an energy guy, so he's not gonna have a problem.
Blaine, man, Blaine. We need to do like a fireside chat with Blaine because he's got stories just like you do, but like some of them that stick out. Like Greg Williams was his defensive coordinator, and I heard you talking about this a little bit, like working with Greg for 1 year, right, Bully, the other night on Titans Tonight. But Blaine said that Greg always wanted to bring pressure no matter what. And so Blaine would see situations, I don't know, like 3rd and long or something, where he'd be like, hey, man, come on. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
And so Blaine would change the play. And then if it didn't work, he would hear about it. But if it worked, he would just, Greg would just, look at him as he came off sideline.
Yeah, that's a fact. Coaches get in their emotions with their calls. You know what I mean? It definitely would be like 3rd and 13. And, Jim Schwartz is from the Greg Williams tree.
Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd and 13, matter of fact, 3rd and 18. He calling all-out zero blitz. Lance Filters, the safety, he checks the cover 2 or cover 4, safe coverage. We come off the field, we all good. He looking at me, he's like, don't be changing my effing calls. So I'm like, yo, man, I ain't changing a call, man. Relax, man. Talk to your safeties, man. You know what I'm saying? But I will say what I did learn is, once Lance and all them older guys was gone, I'm making the call, and here goes Schwartz making that aggressive call, and all I got to do is look at the DB's eyes and know if I need to change it or not, because they sitting there back there like, oh, man. You can see it in their face. They like, oh, man. It's like Slay. It's like, yeah, you got to guard Shaq. You're like, oh, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Better send a double down here and deny.
Right. Now they got you on an island. And it's 3rd and 18. They got you on the island.
Right. So cover zero for those that don't know. No safety help. Man-to-man everywhere.
Safety
blitzing.
help. Yeah.
So cover 2 or cover 4, you're keeping everything in front of you, which makes sense on 3rd and 18.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Cover 4, you got 4 over the top, like a rainbow coverage, and cover 2, you got the 2 safeties, somebody running the middle. So those are safe coverages, and in third and long.
How much cover 2 did you guys do when you were playing? Because you were, and I don't even remember, but like in that scenario, like an inside linebacker runs the vertical route down the field.
Yeah.
How much cover 2 did y'all do with you?
We ran a lot of cover 2. That was our go-to safe coverage. I had that, actually when Peter Sermon was here, I was just strictly outside linebacker, but then like watching film and learning the game and knowing what the cover 2 middle linebacker's responsibility was, I saw more opportunities to make plays on the ball at middle linebacker. So when he left, I asked Schwartz to change my position. And, I was right. Cover 2, you play it right, that middle linebacker can make a lot of plays because those quarterbacks, the really good ones, they try and pick on the middle linebacker with those verticals, the speedy wide receivers and stuff like that. So that's why I always said that, my game, as the game evolved, it was evolving more suitable to my style of play, being a former safety. But, there was other plans in it for me. But, it's something like that. That's how it works.
If you coming into this game with the Colts, say you're on the opposite side of the Titans. Just say you're in the film room. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to be on the Colts. I can't do you like that. Put you on their team. But you watching this, you watching this O-line, man. And you see in the revolving door of guys, whether it be injury or just not production wise, being able to hold it down. What's something you attacking, especially on the edges, when you look at what you got on the right side, and then you got Jalen Duncan, who's now will go into his second game really. With a starting spot with alongside a rookie and Peter Skoronski. How would you attack that just from watching, just from the naked eye, not doing no real film study?
Yeah, I would try and get them in the Titans offensive linemen in one-on-one matchups. Try and confuse them. What the Titans D-line did great last week against Carolina Panthers. You saw I'm sorry, why am my brain farting? Danico Autry. I'm sorry. He had his 2 sacks. They were on one-on-ones. Big Jeff, his sack was on a one-on-one. Right. They were forcing one-on-one. So if you get into those situations, the Colts that or any D-line, when you get into a situation, that's the name of the game, is win the one-on-one. And what the Titans O-line, I guess, has been struggling with from time to time is maybe winning the one-on-ones or getting confused when to switch or the different stunts when they're shown by the defense. But that's any offensive line. That's why the Titans defensive line was able to have success against Carolina last week, because they were winning their one-on-ones, setting things up early in the game to work later in the game and confusing a young line that, kind of has been jumped around, kind of like the Titans are going through.
So that same D-line walking up against the Indianapolis Colts offensive line, do you look at it coming off that Carolina game and you see the success the D-line had for the Titans, and you looking at them like while they're doing the celebrations, like, hey, man, make sure y'all carry this over the next week. Like, that was Carolina. You were supposed to do that. Make sure you do it this week against the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's, like you said, they're supposed to do that against the Panthers. Right. They handled their business against the Panthers. They held tight when they had to, but you got to keep it a buck. The Colts took the Titans to Pound Town the first game. They're the more physical team. They pounded it on the ground with the running game, almost 200 yards on the ground. So it's more personal. Anytime somebody gets at you physically, you want to, and you get another opportunity that year, you definitely want to get it back. So me personally, I look at it more like this is bare knuckle, no holds barred. Like, let's get after it. You got us, but we coming for our get back in our house. We're gonna lock these doors and get after it for 60 minutes. So honestly, especially at 4, whatever the record is, 4-7, 4-8, there's an outside chance, but if not for nothing else, we're going to get after these boys because we owe them, and it's a divisional game, so there's not too much that needs to be said.
Right. It's so crazy that, KB, that this team is undefeated at Nissan Stadium and can't win away from home. Like, As a former player, what are the differences? Why do you think it's that drastic in terms of result for this team?
You know what, man? It could just be comfort at this point. You're just comfortable. It's soaked in your head that, okay, we win at home. We're going to protect the crib at all means necessary. That's one of the bright spots for this team. When they play at home, we're undefeated. And back in the day, if you could go 8-8 and sneak into the playoffs. So I don't know what the message is being sent in their meeting room, but I guarantee one of them this week was like, we're not losing at home. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak for the situations on the road, but I know you could be a poor team on the road and still play good ball at home. And you just catch the right teams. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you think about who came in here, Atlanta, Cincinnati, Carolina,
Chargers.
And the Chargers. And the Chargers boo-boo down their leg every fourth quarter. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Brandon Staley's not long for this coaching world.
Yeah, why he get mad at everybody else?
He does. That's so
true.
Oh, man.
He got Napoleon complex, even if he ain't short.
Some guys get defensive.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. Hey, have you been keeping up with this college stuff? Like, who do you think the best four teams are? Do you think if Alabama beats Georgia, should they be in, or like no SEC teams, or how do you think that plays out?
I think for all the talk that Alabama wasn't this and that and the other all year, I think Georgia has to be nervous because Alabama. If you would have told them after that Texas loss, you're still going to be in the SEC championship game, a lot of people would have been like, yeah, all right, you know what I'm saying? But Alabama has handled their business. However exciting or nerve-wracking or however you look at it, they've handled their business, and they are where they normally are. Georgia's tough, but how does that work? If Georgia loses, the two-time defending champ, do they not make it? You know what I'm saying? Does Florida State not make it if they go undefeated and that happens?
Right.
I got my popcorn ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I don't got to make those decisions. But I definitely think that Alabama Georgia game is going to be a good one. I'd be surprised if Georgia walks Alabama.
You gonna be watching that game tonight, Washington and Oregon, that Pac-12 game?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna check it out. I wonder. Bo Nix got me a little intrigued. I wonder. Is it the
you falling for it, Bullet? You ain't falling for it, are you?
Man, I was just about to say, man. We've seen like some Oregon quarterbacks put up great numbers. You know what I mean? Obviously under a different coach, but at the same time, they don't necessarily have to abandon the system 1,000%. So, right. Yeah, man. I'm a Kool-Aid drinker in real life, not for play.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to love it. I just think, man, after this, it's going to be so fun. If you watch how this all came down to the stretch, it's coming down to the conference championship week, man, this got to be lovely as a football fan to be able to watch and think of what the college football playoff would be like. If you could get 8 to 10 teams, like, ready to lock and load, it's 8 to 10. 8 to 12 teams, or however they're going to do it. If you can get them locked and loaded in this format, dog, with these teams, I think this will be some good fireworks going into the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I think as being a former collegiate football player and just a fan of sports, the NCAA championship was always one of those things. Even the Big East championship when it was in the Garden, you know what I mean? Playing in those round-robin tournaments and being a football player, you don't really get that opportunity at any level. So for these kids to have that opportunity and to see how the game is growing and, pretty soon they're really not going to need the NCAA to keep it a buck. I just like how, you just see the evolution of the sport, of the game at that level.
I didn't even think about that. That was a good way to put it, man. Y'all don't have nothing to cling to. Like, man, we're getting ready. Like, college basketball, we're getting ready for March Madness. We're getting ready for conference tournament. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is just it's a gauntlet in the season, and then it is what it is. What it is. You maybe going to go to the bowl game. You maybe opt out and start training and all of that. But this right here, I do think you look forward to. Guess what, man? Somebody brought up to me too. This is what I thought would be real dope. If you had the college football playoff, like it is, like it would be, like it would come into play now, and you push basketball back to the end of December, and you extended it on into like, instead of ending in March and April, extended like into May and the beginning of June, or maybe just the end of May. Dog, will you separate the seasons and there's no overlap? I thought that would be pretty dope, man.
Yeah, it would carry sports
right
all the way through the summer, because a lot of people tune into the NCAA World Series as well. So that plays into the beginning of June into May. So I think you onto something, man. Hey, man, I seen you on the tube, man. I seen you on the tube, man.
His face belongs on the tube.
That's what's up, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Appreciate it, Bully.
Thanks, Bully.
Make sure you put that little bowl out, that little bowl of stew or whatever out there.
I probably got you next week, man.
All right,
I'll whip something up next week.
Word.
Cable 53 on the
baby.
X Machine. Thanks, man. Have a great weekend, brother.
Bully finna get on that Call of Duty, man.
Y'all need to. Is that what he does?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to go check him out at Just Love
Coffee
up at McEwen. You'll see him there more times than not.
And it ain't just coffee, y'all. They got
food and everything.
Food, yeah.
So support local businesses. 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. Evan Bank Chat is open. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Thank you. You can also download the 104.5 The Zone app if you're traveling around this holiday season. From sea to shining sea, you can listen to The Zone anywhere you go on the app. So download the Zone app where you get your apps in your app store. I guess is where you would get them. You probably don't just reach in the lake over here and pull out apps. I don't know.
Might be some M&Ms in them.
Might be. Also, get the podcast where you get your podcast. Rate, review, subscribe. All those things. Spotify, all the platforms. You can find the 3HL podcast.
Can I give a quick shout out real quick?
Yeah.
I hope I get the name right, man. So I went and had my breakfast this morning, and the guy that was in there, he does construction.
Where'd you go?
First Watch over the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So he said his name, man, I hope this is your name, dog. I had one headphone in when he said it. I think he said Skeeter.
Okay.
So shout out to Skeeter. He loved the show. He said, man, dude, I'm on the road all day long. Y'all keep it entertaining. I appreciate that. So salute to Skeeter, I think.
I've got some of Jalen Daniels' numbers. We'll get his rushing totals and then compare them with Bo Nix next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? Genetic stress, hormones, aging, all natural and inevitable factors that lead to hair loss. Fortunately, there is a proven way to reverse common and even rare patterns of balding using groundbreaking technology. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment regrows your own natural hair, even in those places where it's disappeared for years. And it works for men and women across all ages. Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology and top-rated physicians have improved tens of thousands of lives, but time is of the essence. Hair loss from natural factors can eventually reach a point of no return. So schedule your free consultation today and find out if you qualify for $500 off. Call 629-348-HAIR. We might not be able to prevent all the causes of hair loss, but you can regrow your own natural hair with Advanced Hair. One day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair is guaranteed to grow. At 629-348-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Mayor and Slay. Dawn Davenport in Arlington, Texas. You can check her out at halftime during the Big 12 championship game.
That's
She'll
right.
be organizing and running the Dr. Pepper Challenge where they throw the footballs through the little holes. So she's going to do that.
That's always fun.
And make sure that she says the Dr. Pepper CEO's first name and last name correctly. And then Nellie's going to perform at halftime. How about that?
And Babsy is ready for that, too.
Babsy is all in on that.
It's getting hot in here.
No question. Broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, the new location at Cedar Creek Marina. Will be here until 6 o'clock. If you want to come by and register for your chance to win a private party at Whiskey Bent Saloon, a loft party for 12. 2 drinks per person, light hors d'oeuvres, must be 21 and up, but just make sure you see Griffin over here at the table, at the zone table, and get the QR code done.
Yep.
Did you already fill out your bet sheet?
It's right here. I'm handing it over to Griff right now. What about you?
I don't know where mine went.
Oh, come on, y'all. See? You don't put it back in your folders.
I don't know where it is. I've got a menu here, which I don't need anymore.
Turn
so
that in.
I don't know. Here, Griff, take this to somebody.
I
Appreciate it.
I think the food got lost.
Also, there's a Ziploc baggie, like we're back at high school with a Rice Krispie treat in it.
Yep, that's what this is the only thing I've been making it on. See, I try to eat healthy. Then they don't want to bring me nothing.
But then you weren't eating it until I mentioned it, and now you're eating it.
I'm hungry now.
So come by and see us. We'll be here till 6 o'clock. Arlo's here with his Styrofoam cup, so you can feel warm and welcome. Hey, what's up, man? We might have a drink at the end. I don't know. We're not going to funnel a beer tonight, right?
No, but I mean, if everybody stepped up, I would. I got it in the truck. No, I left it in the other truck.
Your other truck.
Darn it. It's in my other wallet.
You're like Marcus Johnson and White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my car, get my other gun, and shoot everybody's ass. Anyway, that's what we got going here. Jaden Daniels against Bo Nix. Like, do you want me to do the numbers without telling you which quarterback it is?
Please.
And maybe you can figure out who is the Heisman winner based on numbers. It goes deeper than that.
Yeah, to me, even
eyeball
go
tests
ahead.
and all that.
See, that's what I lean on. That's my go-to every time, the eyeball test. I guess you ain't got to say ball, the eye test. That's what I like to go to. Not the eyeball. The eyeball don't lie either, though. So.
All right, so one quarterback completed 78.6% of his passes.
Okay.
3,906 yards. Should I do them back-to-back? Okay, so one quarterback, 78.6, the other 72.2. One quarterback, 3,906 passing yards, the other 3,812.
Say that again.
3,906 to 3,812.
Okay.
So that's 326 yards per game for one quarterback, 318 for the other.
Okay. Not a big discrepancy.
One quarterback, 37 touchdown passes. The other quarterback, 40 touchdown passes. One quarterback, 2 interceptions. The other 4 interceptions. Pretty remarkable.
That
These
is.
numbers for 12 games.
And throwing the ball like that, they're not taking care of it. Good job.
One quarterback, 159 yards rushing. This is going to give it away.
Yeah.
So I'm staying with the same numbers for the same quarterback. But 159 for one. The other had 1,134 yards rushing. 1,134.
Automatic.
Second in the SEC.
Listen to what you just said. The quarterback was second in the SEC in rushing, along with those yards that he had passing. Come on, y'all.
So one quarterback, 13 rush yards per game. The other, 95 yards per game. One quarterback, 6 rushing touchdowns. The other, 10 rushing touchdowns. So total numbers, and I'll go ahead and tell you. Total numbers for Bo Nix, 4,065 yards. Jaden Daniels, 4,946 yards.
It's almost 1,000 yards, man.
Bo Nix, 339 total yards per game. Jaden Daniels, 413 per game. Bo Nix, 43 total touchdowns. Jaden Daniels, 50 total touchdowns. One guy plays on a much better team. The other guy doesn't. How much of that also needs to lift up Bo Nix?
Yep. And also,
this is going to be a really good debate.
It is. It is. It's going to show a lot, though, because this is going to be the preference moving forward, I believe. Like, it ain't about just who's on the best team. If you want to change it up, change the narrative now about it not being the quarterback on the best team. It can be the best player, because I'm arguably this man the best player in college football, Jaden Daniels, to me. And that's that. I'm telling you, if you would have asked me 3 months ago if I would have been saying that, there's no way I would have bet everything. No way possible. No way. So it'll be interesting to see how this falls, man. You got an opportunity to change it up. What do the listeners think? What y'all think?
615-737-1045 is the number. 615-737-1045. Real quick, one to work this into this segment. Great quote from Falcons rookie running back Bijan Robinson. By the way, 703 yards rushing for him, 5 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns. I don't know what's going on with that Falcon offense, honestly. And
they got a dude.
Yeah, but they're not using him.
No.
I heard Bully talking about this because he's got him on his fantasy football team. Talking about a certain tight end with the Atlanta Falcons that Slay and I would have given the whole draft away for.
I got him on my team too.
So I don't know what's going on offensively down there, but this is Bijan Robinson's quote. I love this dude. Quote, "I'm always trying to respectfully and humbly destroy whoever is in front of me."
How do you do that? How do you respectfully and humbly do that?
Respect the game, but I'm coming through you.
Yeah, sorry. Why your coach told you to be there?
Up.
Yeah, it's cool. Go back to the huddle and
Blake
do it
said
again.
that Bruce Matthews used to, just totally annihilate people and then, laugh and kind of help them up.
See.
You need some help,
I would slap the hand. Move your hand.
I'm sure some people did.
Yeah,
but he was like, need some help, little buddy?
No, I don't. Big buddy.
Big buddy.
Nope.
5 o'clock hour, 3HL coming up. We can talk Titans and Colts. In fact, we will quite a bit coming up next. And if you want to get in some of these college football championship games, you can. It is Friday. It's also Trash Talk Friday on 3HL, broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill at
Marina Creek.
Cedar Creek Marina. I've only said it 8,000 times. How does your brain do that to you?
I forgot earlier coming out. I just put Marina Creek.
Y'all, it's tough being dumb, man. I'm telling you. You live a happy life, but it's also tough. All right, 3HL next, 104.5 The Zone.
What up, though? What's happening, man? It is getting chilly outside, and guess what that means? Winter is approaching. Along with winter, what's coming with it, I can guarantee you that storms are coming. Yep, some bad weather, man, that likes to knock power out. Don't be left out in the cold this season. Call today. Who is that you need to call? Cove Generators, 931-559-3311. Give Cove Generators a call because they can take care of everything. That's all they do, man. Get you a Generac home standby generator seamlessly integrated right there on your home and super silent, not making a whole bunch of noise or nothing like that. Your power goes off the grid, you're always protected because Cove Generators monitors it. They are your premier Generac home standby generator dealer. Call them today. And be prepared for winter. Call Cove Generators. Have a generator already? If you got one, call Cove Generators to perform maintenance on your Generac automatic standby generator or any brand of generator that you own. Visit CoveGenerators.com and never lose power again. Hit them up, 931-559-3311, CoveGenerators.com. Stay connected through it all.
I want to tell you about my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. You need to go there to get that next new vehicle. It's something that you perhaps have been thinking about as we close out the 2023 year, and maybe you need something with a little more room. Maybe you need to cut that payment down a little bit. I don't know what your story is, but they would certainly love to hear about that and talk through with you what that next move is in terms of that next new vehicle, whether it's a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. Pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. My friends at Gupton will talk with you through what you're looking for, and there will be no pressure at all. They simply want you in the vehicle that's right for you. So you go take your test drive, you go inside, they will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. You can check them out online right now. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. All of the inventory. There's another word I couldn't pull. Inventory is there as well, so check them out. 24 West Store, Clarksville, exit 35 is 9 miles outside the city. Beautiful drive to Springfield, Tennessee, where you will experience the best vehicle buying experience that you've ever had. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Good evening from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill here at Cedar Creek Marina. I'm Joe Hunk. We have a new state champ, South Pittsburgh. Just defeated McKenzie 14-7 to win their 7th state championship ever. It is their first since 2021, and that is it for the day. Now, coming up tomorrow in the games that are happening over in Chattanooga, it's all going to start at 11 a.m. with Upperman and Pearl Cone in the 4A state championship. That TSSAA high school state championship scoreboard. It was brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Now, when it comes to the Titans, there's only one person that's even questionable for the game on Sunday. That would be Traylon Burks. And again, he's still going through concussion protocol. Now, for the Colts, we already know Jonathan Taylor is out, but Juju Brents is also out. That is the Colts' number 2 cornerback on the team. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Why are you looking at me like that,
Whoa,
Slay?
what face.
Dog, we just had 9 people.
9 people in the portal?
9 people just jumped inside of the portal.
Boy, I mean, it's almost a weekend. They're partying in the portal. Coming up on December 4th when it all becomes official. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in Middle Tennessee. And
give a man a heart attack.
If your feet hit the ground this morning, it is a beautiful day. And that is how we roll here at 3HL, even though I get some pushback from one Dawn Davenport, but she is not here. So there you go. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building. A running back, a safety, a wide receiver, a kicker, a safety, a wide receiver.
We're going to just
wide
put
receiver.
together a team.
Dude, I thought you was about to say like Will Levis was out on Sunday or something.
I see a guy with a Georgia shirt in here. He's ready for that Alabama
the dog's
game.
ready. That dog's ready.
Yeah.
Dogs are ready.
All right, what you got in the transfer portal, Slay Dog?
Man, we just had Zach Morris go into the transfer portal. Zach Morris is from – I don't know what Zach Morris from.
Zach Morris, wasn't he in
Saved by the Bell? Yeah. I don't know what school Zach Morris went to, but
Bayside.
That's a corner. Joy Wright, offensive tackle, redshirt junior from San Diego State. A lot of people coming out of San Diego State. Matthew McAllister, wide receiver from La Tech, Arkansas, wide receiver. Khalil Giroux. What we got? Dwight Toombs, the second from FAU, safety, a kicker from Arkansas. Keyshawn Williams, a wide receiver from Wake Forest. Krishawn Gordon, a safety from Fresno State. Torrance Burgess Jr., a running back from UTEP. And there you go. So we'll keep y'all updated on. Hey, man, this happened so fast.
I know. What got us started on this is there's a story out that the entire Michigan State quarterback room went into the portal.
Yeah, they just said forget it.
I mean, just hand in hand.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
We're going to do this together.
All at the same time.
Never leave a dog behind.
No, We're riding, baby. We're riding up out of here. Get out of here. Get me out of here.
Pac-12 championship coming up tonight. Oregon and Washington. Oregon a 10-point favorite. 7 o'clock on ABC. We'll be all over that one. First Pac-12 matchup with between 2 top 5 teams since 1976. Washington 12-0 for the first time since 1991. That was their national championship team, as a matter of fact, with Steve Entman and those guys. First matchup, Washington won at home, 36-33. Bo Nix, 337 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michael Penix Jr., 302 and 4 touchdowns. First 6 games, Heisman Trophy frontrunner for Michael Penix Jr. Last 6 games, completing less than 60% of his passes and just 12 touchdowns in the last 6. So we'll see how that all goes tonight. Remember the whole home Bo Nix thing and road Bo Nix? I looked it up. Not this year. Road Bo Nix completing 78% of his passes. 328 yards per game, 16 touchdowns, no interceptions. Big 12 championship coming up on Saturday. Texas and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's won 7 out of 8. Looking for their 3rd straight win against a top 10 team. Texas hasn't won the Big 12 since 2009. A lot of these little bits of nuggets coming from the Bet the Board podcast from our friend Todd Simon.
Guys.
So you can check them out, rate, review, subscribe. Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, remember, was dealing with an injury. He's looking better back from that. Despite the 57 points against Texas Tech last week, Texas offense just been okay.
Yeah.
Last couple of weeks, they beat TCU 29-26. They beat Iowa State 26-16. So we'll see what happens there. Oklahoma State not good defensively at all.
Probably happy to have Ewers back then.
Happy to have Ewers back. And the weird part about Oklahoma State, I think this is where you have to go to try to figure out if you're trying to figure out 15-point spread, Texas favored by 15, is what is Oklahoma State. They beat at the time number 23 Kansas. They beat at the time number 9 Oklahoma. But they've also lost 45-3 to Central Florida. They lost 33-7 to South Alabama. So I don't know what to do with them. If you haven't seen them play, though, Ollie Gordon, the second, is a phenomenal running back. Can he get going? He's got almost 1,600 rush yards this year, 6.4 yards per carry, 20 rushing touchdowns. And he has gone over 100 in 8 of his last 9. Now, Texas against the run, very good defensively.
Yeah.
So it might come down to the Oklahoma State pass game. And here's the other thing, and this is what I want to get your take on. Texas knows they have to win by margin.
Yeah.
They know they have to blow Oklahoma State out.
Yep.
Just in case Alabama beats Georgia.
Yeah, you want to make your last pitch to the committee and to the nation for them to come out and fight for you if you were able to get this victory and get it by a lot, and you embarrass them, kind of what happened to, was it TCU last year on the national stage?
Yep.
You want to go out and make a point about this and show that you're in a different class, and you should be thought about if Alabama were to take on Georgia and they were thinking about putting 2 SEC teams on it. So you have an opportunity. What do you go out and do with it? I haven't really paid a lot of attention to Texas after the Alabama game. Watched a little bit of it, and then what they did with Oklahoma, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to put too much stock in them. So now here we are, but I would like to see Parsley. So I took that down. What did you say the spread was, 15?
15, yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust that because of this will be the last Big 12 championship they have an opportunity to get. So I think that would be that would lean on them a little bit more. But I took that down in the parlay because I had 18 coming up. I took it down to -5.5.
I got you.
Okay, so yeah.
You big on any of these other games? Mountain West,
yes,
Boise State, and UNLV in Vegas. So UNLV gets to play for their first Mountain West championship. They've never won it. Their head coach, for people that don't know but might be interested, Barry Odom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is their head coach.
I didn't know that.
So UNLV trying to win the Mountain West. Boise State fired its coach. They're 2-0 with their interim.
Yeah. You know who I roll with? Boise State.
I did too. SEC championship game, Alabama and Georgia. Georgia favored by 4.5 now. It was 6.5. A lot of money going on the Tide. The line was as high as 6.5, as I said. Alabama over the last 4 games, 46 points per game, 500 total yards per game, 6.1 yards per carry in the rush game, which earlier in the season, remember, we were talking about the Alabama offensive line struggling to provide holes for the running backs.
Yep.
3.7 yards per carry earlier in the season, which would have been Nick Saban's worst ever as a head coach in terms of running the football. Much better in the last 4 with 6.1. Milroe completing almost 70% of his passes. Alabama gave up 35 sacks in the first 8 weeks of this season. They've allowed just 4 sacks in the last 4 games. So the offensive line getting much better. Milroe obviously getting better. Do we put stock in those numbers and roll with the Tide, or just from an Alabama perspective, how much do we put into that performance by Bama against Auburn with the recency bias?
Yeah, with the recency bias, and also seeing that and wondering, is it their year? Usually when things happen like that, it's something marking your season. You put an asterisk by it like, dude, how did they get out of there with a victory like that? Yeah. So I think, man, that could play into it. From a betting standpoint, I can't believe they're giving Bama all these points. That's amazing to me.
So here's where
on that stage, are you that sold on Georgia? I'm not betting against Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But points, damn near 10 points.
Well,
that's what I got.
It's down to 4.5.
Oh, okay, well, cool.
So at 4.5, I'm probably leaning Georgia. I haven't decided. At 6.5, I'd probably go Bama.
But you can take it up to 9.5 and still get it at minus 180. Well, I did. That's a lot of points.
I love how you're your own bookmaker.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
you just create your
That's
own
right.
point spreads.
Hey, it's the par slay. But but when you're looking at it, dog, it's no way I can bet against Georgia until somebody has to show me they can beat them. I just
Since
can't.
that Missouri game, Georgia giving up tons of rush yards. That has me concerned too, from a Georgia perspective. 166 yards per game. They hadn't even done that. Remember, I told that stat when Missouri ran for 160 or whatever. That was only the second time in 50-something games that had happened. Now they're giving it up every week.
Yeah.
So that's intriguing. Also, Jace McClellan, the running back for Alabama with a foot injury. So we'll see about his availability. Bama's run D struggled against Auburn.
Right.
That's why I like the over 54.
In a different style. Auburn going east to west to make the line move and the linebackers move. Georgia, I feel, is a straight-on
Both
runner.
of these
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Mano a mano, let's get to it.
Yeah, they come right at you. Kendall Milton, Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey, all ready to roll for Georgia. I think it's going to be an awesome game. I can't wait to watch it.
This is gonna be fun, man. We're getting what we wanted. We're getting with two of the best teams playing, maybe not at their best, but these are two of the best teams as far as war of attrition goes. I'm all in on it, baby. Saban, what you gonna do? What you gonna do on this stage?
Want to be a baller?
Any rat poison? Was any rat poison out there this week for him?
No, Saban's kind of trying to throw out some rat poison.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. All right, Colts Titans talk when we come back.
Let's get it.
That's next. 3HL broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Cedar Creek Marina. More next on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good folks? Man, Ron Slay here. Brentwood Jewelry. You know Christmas is right around the corner. You don't just need Christmas to go out and get something good for someone that you love, someone you admire, someone you mentor, anything. Just get somebody something. You know what I mean? They got exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for over 50 years. You need to get down to 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. And you got to understand the holiday hours are active, people. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m. You can't make it down. You do have the opportunity to go on BrentwoodJewelry.com. Hard to believe that the holiday season is here, but our friends over at Brentwood Jewelry, they're going to make a Christmas shopping real easy. We all know it's a popular time to propose. Also a big time to giving to those you love. That jewelry can give you an experience you want, like a surprise gift or a dream ring that she's always wanted at a price you can afford. Look for something custom, unique. They get it all. Ladies, you get in this too. Go get the fellas something. BrentwoodJewelry.com. Better day, better way, hey.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Some things you just don't get.
You can't, man. You gotta let some of them ride, man.
Zeph played that because I actually gave some of the lines, which I tend to do. Movie lines and music lines. Sometimes people catch them, sometimes they don't. It's just how my brain works. But anyway, my friend Aaron, his brain works the same way. He texted me during the break, shot caller, brawler, 20-inch blades on the Impala.
You're always on it.
Love it. Absolutely love it. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Cedar Creek Marina, Scoreboard Bar and Grill.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I was wondering when you're going to get it right there. I always say Creek. I just say Creek Marina. I always forget about the Cedar.
Creek. Cedar Creek.
Forget about Cedar.
Having a good time. We'll be here until 6 o'clock, and again, we would love to see you. Guess what? We have more portal news.
What?
We were talking about Michigan State's quarterback room, all three of them going into the portal.
Yeah, we out of here.
Vanderbilt, same thing.
We out of here, too?
3 Vanderbilt quarterbacks now in the transfer
Stop
portal. From Andrew Wilf, Walter Taylor to the transfer portal. He joins A.J. Swan and Ken Seals.
Dog, so either they're going to have to go to the portal, but they got 2 quarterbacks that just played against each other in the state championship. Well, I think McCauley and Baylor. Both of them going to Vanderbilt, I believe.
Because I was starting to think about that. Like, it's going to be harder for Vanderbilt to get a transfer.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, the first transfer to play football at Vanderbilt was James Franklin did it.
Really?
And so now you got the transfer portal where it's wide open. And Vanderbilt will do it. I just think it's harder for them, right? Like, so their quarterback next year will probably be a true freshman.
That's
right?
going to be tough. That is.
Especially when your job is on the line.
Hey, dog.
Which Clark Lee's job will be on the line next year.
What would this be, year 3?
No, year 4.
It'd be year 4?
Yeah. Because he went winless in the SEC in year 1 and in year 3, and they won 2 games in year 2.
Oh, so, okay, that's cool. So you get 4 games in year 4. Cool. Is that enough?
Is that what's going to happen?
I mean, that's the trend. 0-2-0-4.
Okay, well, they're 3-37 in the they're 3-38 in their last 41 SEC games. So they're just going to suddenly get 4 next year.
That's tougher, It's tougher to do.
You know me with the stats like on the top of my head.
That's a little bit tougher to do right there. Golly. They got to get some NIL going, man.
20-inch blades on the Impala.
Yeah. Let's do something.
What do you think about this Titans-Colts matchup? 615-737-1045 if you want in. A couple of factoids about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Colts at Titans. Last I looked, it was 1.
That's what I was going to say. Are we underdogs?
Yeah, it opened at Colts favored by 2, and then it went down to 1. Todd Furman told us don't be surprised if the Titans don't end up a favorite.
We'll be surprised about whatever we want to be surprised
in this
about.
game. It is Colts by 1 still. 12 o'clock on CBS. Obviously, you can catch it right here on 104.5 The Zone. The play-by-play on TV will be Andrew Catalon. Tiki Barber and Matt Ryan will be the analysts. Matt Ryan coming to town.
Hey, Nathaniel Ryan, come welcome. No, you're not. I apologize. You're not a Nathaniel no more. I was on your player
Once
days.
you retired, you're not.
Yeah, you can go on into. Just don't go back because they were talking about him going back and the resume out, brother. Leave it alone.
The Nolensville High School band will perform at halftime.
Oh, really?
Congrats to those
kids.
That's
what's up. That'll be fun.
The Titans will go mono navy uniforms.
Mono navy.
All navy blue. All the time.
Okay.
Mickey says that the one color looks like pajamas.
I wonder why they can't switch the helmet out. Go navy helmet.
Or just wear the oil derrick every time.
Undefeated.
Yeah. So is Will Levis at home, undefeated.
That is true.
He is 2-0 at Nissan Stadium as starting quarterback.
Absolutely right.
The legend of the game is the hitman himself, Blaine Bishop.
Hitman going to be fired up too, boy. I know
he's going to be fired up. And they were, Zeph told us that they were asking for advice as to what he should say to the crowd.
Yeah.
And what you told me when I brought that up was just roll with hitman stuff.
Yeah, you got to be in the moment, man. Like, if you want me to give you some advice, my advice would be come to the VIP Titans tailgate and come over there with me. Get fried. Then go out there. You're going to have a ball. I'm telling you. You're going to deliver, boy. Ooh, now somebody might have to help you off, but once you get there, you're just going to be on. Like, I would fully expect Hitman to run into somebody if he was fried over there with me and then come on down the field. I got one snap in me. One snap. But in the meantime, in between time, if he don't do that, that's my advice right there.
Then, do they still slam the
sword
in the field?
But he gonna be in the end zone with the mic.
Yeah, but on the way out, he could drop the mic on that.
No, you can throw it. Throw it up in the air. You run out the tunnel before it hit the ground. Show everybody you still got it here, man. Yeah, I know it.
Absolutely.
Like at home.
So, how do you think the left side holds up? If you haven't seen it, who's my guy?
Jalen Duncan.
Yeah.
Andre Dillard.
No, I'm talking about the breakdown.
Ballinger.
Where is Dawn? Where is Dawn?
You asked me who you guys are.
Baldy's breakdown.
That's what I just said.
I thought you said.
Ain't that his name? What's his name?
Baldinger.
Oh, I thought it was Ballinger. Brian Baldinger.
Brian Baldinger.
Is that his name? Where's Brian come from?
I don't know. We're completely lost.
Yeah,
let's move over. Let's move on.
Get us together.
But Baldy.
Okay, yeah.
Like everybody calls him that, so I forget what his real name is.
It don't matter.
That's like when people ask you, hey, do you know Joe Smith? And you're like, what's his nickname?
Yeah, give me his nickname. I know.
You don't know name.
Regular name, no. No governments.
But if you haven't seen Baldy's breakdown of the left side of the Titans offensive line last week against Carolina, and I know it's Carolina, they've got one win, but Greg Cosell told us yesterday, and so did Baldy in that video, they're good up front.
Mm-hmm.
And Burns is one of the best edge rushers in football, and he's got it. He's got it, and he's got several clips with rookie offensive tackle Jalen Duncan and rookie offensive guard Peter Skoronski working together, and I mean, in these clips, dominated. Now, they had some issues, obviously. But at least maybe that's a sign of hope.
Yeah, without question. I think it gives you a sliver of hope where you're not giving up the sacks. I saw on one of them looked like he was holding the guy. But give me that before you let him just run into Will Levis and hit him low or anything like that. It seemed like Will Levis was able to get to the things that he wanted to, wherever he wanted to go with the ball in a sense. And I know it's Carolina, but that, like they said, the defense isn't bad. So you were tested. If there was a warm-up game getting ready to go into the Colts, what they bring to the table, you got to take another step. Like, you got to submit yourself. Well, let me say you got an opportunity to submit yourself as a starter in this league. You know Skoronski's going to be one. So if you can work hand-in-hand with him, woo, boy, to shore up that left side, getting ready to go into this offseason would be amazing. And I'm sure Rand Carthon and Coach Vrabel would love that. Like, to see two guys be able to grow together. You know Skoronski's going to be here. Jalen Duncan, you got him so late. You know it's a possibility he could be here. You give me 2-3 years of that right there, we can get something done, man. Because you don't want to spend all this bag trying to go find old linemen. And there ain't no old linemen out there also. So, outside of the draft, I don't believe, but we shall see. You would love to be able to spend it elsewhere. So
more Titans-Colts discussion. Let's go back to the phones. As it is Friday, so we bounce around with you guys. 615-737-1045. No more in Nashville. Next up on 3HL. No more. What's up?
Man, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys taking my call. I really love the morning show, okay? I love all you guys, but I have a question because I heard the morning show ask this or talk about it the other day, and you guys just brought it up too, with the transfer portal and Vandy. Everybody talks about Vandy not getting players out of the portal or players leaving Vandy. What are the actual requirements to get quality guys in? Love you guys, man.
Thank you, Nomar.
It's amazing how Nomar spelled backwards is Ramon. It's amazing.
Yeah, but
it's just crazy.
Hey, we just here to take the calls.
I know.
You know
He's right. The morning show is crazy good.
It is. They're wild. They're nuts over there.
Ramon, Kalen, Will, they just knock it out.
Yeah, dude sitting there in the middle, Ramon. Who knows where he comes from.
I know.
But, yeah. Nomar, appreciate that, man. So,
was that Nomar Garcia-Parra?
That's the first thing I thought of. That's the first thing I thought of.
Nomar Retzoff.
Nomar who?
Nomar Retzoff.
Hey man, why don't you go do something? You got? It's got to be something. It's got to be something for you to do. It's at some point.
What I do? I have a legit question about Vandy because you guys are from the city. Okay, you guys understand a lot about Vanderbilt. what are the actual requirements, like, seriously, for their athletes? Like, what gets you in the venue? Because that's the biggest thing is, like, again, I said on the morning, well, no, Ramon said on the morning show that, like, does a 289 get you into venue?
No, dude.
No, you ain't got a chance.
Here's what it is. Like, the athletes have the
So
same
how you gonna
requirements.
compete
That's
if
the
you
problem.
can't get them out the portal?
Yeah, that's the problem. You just hit it on the head. There is no separation between the students and the athletes.
So James Franklin was able to lower the number and was able to get guys in. But outside of that,
They haven't gone back to that way since.
They're not athletic friendly over there no more.
No. Yeah. No more. They don't like that.
I mean, we can talk about Ron Mercer if you want to.
Yeah, that's another one.
We're going to have to just have a sit down and round table discussion about that, because I'm almost tired of it, because they get loud when they, play the Vols and stuff. But at the same time, like, how important is winning sports?
I know, and I know
Very
diehard Vanderbilt fans that are so frustrated by that question that you just asked no more. That's a great question. It's almost like you've been in the business before. I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty good by you.
I have. Well, I listen to 104.5 The Zone, so that keeps me up on a lot of stuff. Thank you guys, man.
Appreciate
Hey,
you, No More.
No More sounds cool. Like, we should have a cigar with him sometime.
No More. Yeah, I hope he got a back porch somewhere. He may find them somewhere.
You're going to stop by Bully's and get some
in
soup, and then go to No More's and smoke a
Scavenging
cigar.
back there, yeah. That sounds like a good trip for me on the weekend.
See you, Doc.
All right, fellas.
Yeah, I think that's a good point though, man. Like when you talk about what other requirements, like, and we've been talking about it the whole time. Like, how do you? And this is in all sports for them, outside of baseball, it seems. How do you get guys in there? Like, baseball figures out a way. Like, it's got to be. Stanford figures out a way. Northwestern at times figures out a way.
Here's what I've heard about baseball. All right.
What?
Little birdie.
Okay.
Round the campfire.
I'm fine with it.
Sewing circle people.
Mm-hmm.
That Tim Corbin basically runs that entire thing himself, and they let him.
When you put banners up. Yeah, I wanted to put and pick. If you put banners up, I guess, yeah, you can do it.
In terms of fundraising and everything.
Aha.
Like raising money for facilities and everything.
Let's roll the decks.
I might be wrong.
It sounds right.
I might be wrong.
Sounds right. Even if you are wrong, it sounds right. So I'm going to go with that. I just believe that you got.
Loving you is wrong. I don't
want to be right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure something out, dog, to compete in a city. The city is bubbling around you too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to. You honestly putting these coaches at a disadvantage. There's no way you can succeed in the conference that you're in if you're not going to have different requirements for athletes to get in.
Right, and to be fair, they have more time constraint things than
without
student,
question.
So that's how I would justify it.
Yeah, that makes plenty of sense.
Chauncey, and plus everybody else does it.
Yeah, you're in the SEC.
So do you want to compete?
Or if not, go down.
Northwestern lowers their standards for athletes. I heard that Stanford did too, but they might have gone back because now they suck. But
true.
I don't know. Chauncey is next up. He wants to help Blaine. Chauncey, what's up?
Yeah, guys, how y'all doing?
What up, Chauncey?
Hey, everything is good. I remember back in the '99 season. Back when it was Adelphia Coliseum, and we went undefeated at home, and they used to run this promo, I believe it was with Blaine Bishop talking to the Freak, and he was yelling, "This is our house. Nobody comes in our house and pushes us around." And considering that the Titans are undefeated this season at home, he's the guest of honor. It'd be a time to dust that thing off.
Oh, that's a great idea. Chauncey, man, I forgot about that. You're right about that. I can't remember if that was Blaine or not, but I do remember that promo. But thank you for the call, man. Appreciate it. That was Jeff Fisher's thing. All of his players will tell you this. Go undefeated at home, win half your road games, you're 12-4. That was in the 16-game season era. But that gets you where you want to go.
It does. Got to steal.
So are they creating some, like, Nissan Stadium magic on the way out of that building? Just out of respect for the building. Like the Titans just refuse to lose until they go into the new building. That's a negative.
Yeah,
when you don't talk.
I'm searching. I'm sorry. I'm going through my mind right now.
Hey, Will Levis is undefeated at Nissan Stadium as starting quarterback.
That's factual.
I'm giving you facts.
That is. It's going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
They're recreating the
Got Seattle. We got to go to Seattle, or Seattle coming to us.
I think a lot of it has to do with the tailgate. I think a lot of it has to do.
I'm undefeated.
You get everybody all juiced up.
That's right.
And then they go in there and they're loud.
That's right.
Because people are loud when they're lubed up.
That's right. It's yeah. It's a spillover. Spill it out your cup right over into Nissan.
You're almost like a babysitter too, because like you get the little kids dancing and stuff.
That's right.
And that enables like the grown folk to imbibe.
And which I don't know, I babysit the opponents. Seahawk is here. Seahawks are here. I'm like, what? Who is Seahawk on the line? We're going to Seahawk on the line. Good job.
That was really funny watching that go down.
So we got the Seahawks here. That's
Hunt has a microphone. I don't know why he took it off. He never takes the microphone off.
That's because it's a headset. It's easy to grab the mic. He got a headset.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Okay, yeah, Seahawks are here.
I was really thinking,
what's that have
who
to do with
Seahawk?
What's that have to do with anything?
No, I asked.
Oh.
Yeah, I was asking.
Like,
that's why I forgot.
More.
Yeah, I forgot.
They got 4 more.
They didn't get to 8.
Well, yeah. They're going to get to 8.
Because they're going under. Are you out here on that ledge?
They're going to go 8-0?
At home?
Yeah, why not?
Hey.
Okay, maybe not. All right, we'll take a break. I thought you were coming with me.
I know. I was just no. I want to.
Yeah, maybe Slim will come with me. More next.
Oh, what up, everybody? Big Slay here, man. Holistic Stem Cell Therapy. Use your body, your cells, your solution to heal. A healing factor just about for every and anything that you need to be taken care of. Comes to inflammation, man, it'll take care of wonders. Heart failure, congestive, lung issues, arthritis, asthma, the list goes on and on, even all the way up to Lou Gehrig's disease, man. And I'm telling you, from sports injury to autism, it is surrounding them all. You got to call and get your consultation, 615-850-4415, 615-850-4415. Visit KellumStemCellInstitute.com and KELLUM StemCellInstitute.com. Pay attention to 3HL. We got something big coming up. Kellum Stem Cell has coupled with Dawson Knox to help out his charity. I promise you want to know about it. We're going to have Brian Klotz come on soon and talk about it and hopefully get Dawson Knox on to fill you in, man. Right here for the holidays. KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
3HL 104.5, the Zone. Colts Titans coming up at noon on Sunday. Big Slay's got a big party ready for you before the game. 9 a.m., is that when y'all get in there to start kicking it?
Yep, 3 hours before kickoff, man. It's going down. You need to hustle over to the Bridge Building. The VIP Titans Tailgate Experience is going down, hosted by me, DJ by C Wiz, the legendary DJ C Wiz.
Yep.
And we had someone come to a remote and ask,
How do you get tickets?
How do you get tickets?
Yes.
You can show up and scan the QR code at the door.
Oh,
and
you
get
can?
in. Yeah, you don't have to just get them online. So
Oh, hell yeah. Go
show
America.
on up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun, man. 4 floors. 4 floors of different food stations, a silent auction, a kids station on the 3rd floor where they have the Xboxes lined up. You got us on the top floor, climate controlled. So regardless, it ought to be nice Sunday anyway. I think like 61 degrees, but it's still climate controlled where we are. Free flowing drinks, free food. Like it don't get better than this, man. Celebrity chef.
I know C-Wiz likes to just rock the ones and twos, but do you get him out of his comfort zone a little bit, get him on the mic?
Yeah, no, I don't let him get on the mic. I try to get him on.
He doesn't do that.
No, Wiz hates the mic. He got to be forced to get on the mic. He won't do it.
Speaking of the Wiz, I watched the Wiz the other day. It was on
Classic.
Oh my god,
Classic.
Great movie. I hadn't seen the Wiz in so long.
I need to watch it.
It's incredible.
I'm gonna make LaRon watch it with me.
Love that movie.
That is a
Absolutely
classic,
incredible.
man. Diana Ross and Michael Jackson.
Oh.
There'll never be another duo like that in the movie.
Scarecrow.
Serious.
Yeah, the crow's messing with him. Are you okay?
No.
Over here.
I'm trying to get this burp
You
together.
getting scared thinking about all those characters in The Wiz?
Which way you
The
going?
Wiz is way scarier than Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
is.
Yeah.
When you said that, it made me think of it. Yeah.
That girl did like 2 movies, that and The Craft.
Well, except for in the Wizard of Oz, you've got the the little dudes that hung themselves.
Yeah, I never knew nothing
Well, it
about
was
that.
just
You messed me up with
the
that.
one,
It was
yeah,
just one guy.
It was
It was
one
one
guy,
guy.
but
It
I
was
mean,
one guy, yeah.
he's having a bad day.
Yeah, it was one guy. It was one guy.
All right, Hunk, stop talking. We're not minimizing.
I mean, yes.
We're not minimizing the
Yeah.
seriousness. I'm just saying that's
Just one guy.
that makes it a little dark.
But
So, what do you think about this Colts Titans game? You feel good
Man,
about Titans stacking a win here?
I do, and I think, man, y'all can take this, go and take it to the bookie and put it in. I got the Titans going over a team total points of 30. I think they finally get over the hump and going to get 30 points or more. You want me to give a prediction? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, man.
Well, Titans,
hell.
Titans 31-24, man.
31-24.
Yeah,
31 points, dude.
Shootout. Yeah, it's on.
We won't know what to do with that.
We always know what to do with it in the first half or the second half. We're going to put a whole game together on this one right here. And I'm also going to throw this out there for you. King Henry, because of the physicality that physical tone that the defense is going to set, that's going to trickle over to the offense. They're going to be like, you know what? We want some of that too. Derrick Henry over 85 yards and a tud. Yep, I would take that on to my bookie if I'm y'all.
Well, here's the thing about Gardner Minshew. He's going to throw you a couple too. You just
Gotta be there.
You got to catch him. Oh, speaking of, what did you think about Dallas and Seattle last night?
Oh, shoot
Dak Prescott
out.
is playing
He is.
at the best level of his career.
Finally. And
They
now
needed that win against an
So
over
bad.
500 team.
So bad.
Because they messed around with the Seahawks, but
Yep.
figured out a way.
Yep, so bad. CD Lamb's coming into his own. Like, this, boy, they got some weapons. Question is, this is what they do. They reel us in every
Look at Kirby. He's
they
a
reel
Cowboys
us in,
fan.
They reel us in every single time. And as soon as we start saying, you know what? They right there on it, man. They right there on it. They about to deliver. They going to the Super Bowl, and then boom, here we go.
If McCarthy will get the hell out of their way.
Yeah, he can't.
I'm not,
No, you
okay,
can't.
you've got the ball on your 32-yard line. You're down by a point. What do? You kick a field goal. What? No, they go for it on 4th down and immediately give up a touchdown. I mean, it kills me. I digress.
All right. Hunk, are you going to give away something here in a second?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I have our winner.
Oh, okay.
Already?
Yeah. Already. It's 5:51.
Yeah,
party finna be over.
We're almost, party's over, Chief. This is for a a loft party for 12 at the Whiskey Bent Saloon. 2 drinks per person, light hors d'oeuvres, must be 21 and up. VIP giveaway. What you got?
Our winner is Hayden Alexander.
Oh, okay, Hayden. There you go.
The Georgia fan.
The dog.
The dog.
Somebody let the dog out.
All right, Hayden. Hayden gets involved in our social media, too.
Yep.
So, hey, props, man. I'm glad you're here, bro. A couple other things. The baseball winter meetings are in Nashville starting on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Stuff goes down at the baseball winter meetings, man.
A lot of stuff.
You might get – are we going to get a Juan Soto trade?
This is where it would happen most likely.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think he's going to be going to the Yankees.
Biggest no. Gosh, I saw one other team. Who was it?
Does our guy going to get signed or it's too early?
Shohei Ohtani.
It's
too early.
This is where negotiations will be, but it's still too early on
There'll
him.
be a lot of rumors coming out about it.
The problem is he's the first domino.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of free agent deals that'll get made until his gets made.
Right. That's going on. Also, today in 1955, Rosa Parks refused to take her race-assigned seat.
That's right.
I used to have an office that overlooked that spot when I was in Montgomery.
Refused to give it up. Trailblazer, Montgomery, Alabama.
That's right.
I just kicked your water.
In Montgomery, that bus still drives around. They've redone it, and it still goes around, and you can ride it whenever you're taking the bus.
That's dope.
Yep.
With the Alabama history right there.
Alabama, Georgia.
We had 3 more added, so a total of
3 more in the portal.
Yeah, 4.
Wait, including all 3 Vanderbilt quarterbacks are in the portal.
Yeah, they're in there.
They're in there.
They heard about Michigan State and said, "What?
They think it's a study group."
Yeah.
Are there 4 Vandy quarterbacks? Like, are they trying to set a record, like a portal record?
Yeah, you know what? Who else can go in there? We'll go in there. We don't like it here. 486. I think we started at
443 or something.
Yep, 443.
Right.
Yep. So we have 4. Let's see if we can get one more in there, y'all. Hold on. Let me call it.
See
Here we
if
go.
we can get one more.
Nobody else came.
By the way, since we've been talking about Texas, the line has gone down to 14.5 from 15. I'm looking at Alabama because that one has been bouncing around.
The game tonight, Washington is 9.5. Yo,
I know 9.5.
I'm not. I'm not betting against Michael Penix Jr. I'm taking them 9.5.
I did take the 9.5.
Yeah, I think Oregon wins.
I think Oregon wins.
There you go.
There you go.
There I go.
So there we all go.
Yeah, I go.
Alabama 4.5 point underdog to Georgia. It's still 4.5.
There I go. Let's see, real quick before we got to get out of here. There's one more person coming in the portal.
It is a Friday. Party in the portal.
No, nobody else came.
Do you think they'd let us in the portal just to kind of look around and see what's going on?
Yeah, if we got it, but it's hard to get out. I think. There's a lot of people in there.
Of guys.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like
they think it's easy.
Yeah, you can go in there, but it's just a party in there.
What's coming up next, Hunk?
That'd be the 3HL after party brought to you by Awaken 180.
Love it. Y'all have a great weekend, man. December is here.
Yes.
Back at it on Monday. Love y'all. God bless.
See, you wouldn't want to be ya.
Good night.